It is 8:30 in the morning. A lot of people are like fully prepared for an entire day at this time, at this hour.
On a Sunday?
Yeah, dude. Like, people go to church and shit.
No.
The whole, like, getting ready for church thing takes, like, an hour and a half if you're a mom.
That's ridiculous.
You gotta choose which perfume God likes the most.
He doesn't like any of them.
I mean...
Because it means you're a slut. You're a smelly slut.
If you're wearing pure perfume, you gotta go to confession immediately because you're having impure thoughts.
You can't be a smelly slut in God's house.
No. If you don't smell like the sands of the desert, that's the only acceptable aroma for God.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
The sands of time.
And salt water. Those are the two. Because of the sea parting.
I really enjoy that he did that with a Beyblade. Did you know that? I saw that episode. It's canon.
He did it with a Beyblade.
Moses parted the Red Sea with a Beyblade.
Remember Bruce Almighty and Jim Carrey does it with a bowl of soup?
Yeah.
This is the most disrespectful to religion movie ever, but it's like, it's so cute that it gets away with it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, what was the other one?
It's not like, fuck Jesus, that queer. And so they can just like get away with blaspheming for an entire movie.
I do not take that quote out of context. Holy shit.
Okay, Jim Carrey never literally says that.
Hasn't even been 2 minutes yet. 2 minutes, and you said that word, and that word, and that word?
Yeah, it did.
And Jim Carrey?
Well, you got to start off with a bang.
Oh,
that way
Lord.
everything else horrible I say throughout the next, like, 2 hours seems normal.
What's the other movie? It was Steve Carell, the bad one.
Evan Almighty?
Yeah.
Yeah, who cares?
Bad movie.
Steve, stick to being Michael Scott and awkward at sex. Those are the two things that you're best at.
With that second one though.
Mm-hmm. Well, 40-Year-Old Virgin was what I was thinking.
All right. You
know, arguably his best movie.
I figured like there was like a Reddit thread of information that I didn't know.
No, I'm unaware of whether or not Steve Carell's a hammer in the sack. I don't know.
Well, what's he, Italian?
I imagine he's very giving.
He's Italian.
Carell? Yeah,
that's not his last name.
It was probably He
changed it.
Corellione, I think is.
I'm pretty sure he changed it.
Corellicini, I think, is his given name. Corellicini Alfredo.
Oh God, you're just saying pastas.
That's right.
That's very rude. That's a very rude thing to do.
Oh, and Corel sounds like a pasta in itself.
It sounds like no, it doesn't. It sounds like a place where you put children and they can't get out of.
Oh, yeah, get into the corral.
There you go.
All right. Well, you're thinking of a corral, which is for horses and cows, but that's fine.
Why can't it be both?
It can. What's also known as abuse.
What's the golden corral? For a second, I was like, "Well, what is abuse? What do you do with abuse? I don't get it." But I see. You said
Gary
abuse.
Busey's nickname. They call him the Buse.
Oh God! And too bad it doesn't have like an A somewhere in there. So it could be like A.Buse.
Yeah, that would be perfect for him, especially.
He's got a brain injury.
Yeah, he does. It's a good one too. If you look at his face.
It's weird that his brain injury transferred over to his son. Because look at his son's face too.
TBIs are nurture, not nature.
He fell off his motorcycle so hard he damaged his fucking son's brain.
He fell off his motorcycle so hard he became famous in the same way Nicolas Cage is. For eccentric facial expressions. Yeah. Just wear a fucking helmet.
Oh, this has been a message brought to you by Mad.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Damn.
Well, that's all very disrespectful to say. It's just... It's 8:30 in the morning. I don't know what to do.
It sure is. Starting it off strong on this Sunday. God's Day.
Fuck. You made me watch Hellfest.
Dude, it's Mother's Day.
Oh, I'll have to text your mother.
Yeah, say hi to Mom. I'm going out for breakfast with my grandmother after this.
I gotta...
I'm gonna eat bacon and eggs.
I didn't realize Mother's Day was coming up so quickly. I was gonna order flowers, but I guess it's gonna be a late Mother's Day gift.
Sure is. Mother's Day is whenever you say it is.
I mean, every day's a Mother's Day when you are a mother.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't just get a day off.
No. We get a whole month.
When mothers get a day off, babies die.
So welcome to Grindhouse Movie Club, everybody. Happy Mother's Day.
Whew. Happy Mother's Day. I've got a cold or I don't know.
Oh, good.
I got a cough.
Sick.
Might be self-induced. I don't know. Welcome to Grindhouse Movie Club. Thanks, Andrew, for putting a theme song to all this horrible language. That's great. It's great of you to do.
It sure is. Few people would.
Go directly to the Patreon and go look at that because I always forget to talk about it. I don't know about you.
Dark Rose Cult.
That's the one.
$1 US gets you the version of bars and tone that we use for this podcast, which is just yelling profanities for 10 seconds to make sure the mics work.
We do that now because if we don't...
fool me once, you know?
Yeah.
What does George Bush say? Fool me twice, you fool, you can't get fooled again.
And then somebody throws a shoe at you.
Yeah.
And then somebody flies an airplane into your favorite building.
Your favorite building. Damn, I like those ones the most. That's why he was so devastated. It has nothing to do with the 2,000 body count.
They were the shiniest ones!
You could see them from everywhere?
Fuck! There were two!
How are people going to know where New York is now? They're just going to have to look for the hole.
They even took down the spare? Fuck!
Damn it.
Strike.
Yeah.
Oh, well, no.
Well,
spare.
Yeah, spare. It was a split if the second guy had missed.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine the bowling alley animations? If one plane had hit a building and it had tipped over and hit the other building, like,
oh, yeah.
that would be it.
It'd be fucking amazing,
Strike.
too. Yeah, perfect.
All right. Well, that's terrible to say.
Yeah.
But go to the Patreon. Whatever we were saying. I don't know where we went with that.
Matt's got some designs coming down the tubes.
Yeah.
Some cool shit. It's coming right out.
Oh, yeah. Pushing it. I'm giving birth to it. It's crowning as we speak.
Yeah.
I'm dotting cloth.
The turtle is leaving the shell.
Which it should do.
Not well.
Because it's part of the shell.
Yeah. I mean, it could poke its head out. At some point, it's got to go back in when it gets tired.
Yeah, because its guts are exposed.
Yeah.
Because it needs the shell.
It does.
Don't ever take a turtle out of its shell. It will die.
It certainly will. Also, don't fuck with the shells.
Yeah.
It's not a it is a protective casing, but in the same way that like a human spine is.
Yeah, it's cased from the inside out. Also there's a Discord. I don't know.
There sure is.
Go talk to me there. I'm there. There's other people there too.
It's sick.
I'm really good. I was the best influencer. What do you like? Just go get it. Go.
It's right. I made it available, and now it's up to you.
They gave me money, so I'm telling you about it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Perfect.
I don't know. Go get it.
So good. A Raycon ad by you. Yeah, these guys shot some money my way, so put these fucking things in your ears.
You've got speakers, and they're probably just as good as this. But
are the speakers right in your ears, though?
Have they given me money? No. Only use Raycons.
Yeah, that's why I like them best.
Because cha-ching. Bank account noises.
Fuck. Every time I hear the word Raycon, I turn into that fucking Looney Tunes wolf with the dollar signs for eyes.
Does your tongue shoot out?
Well, I don't think Raycon's hot.
You don't want to fuck the Raycon.
I'm not turned on at a speakeasy by Raycon.
All right, well, we all know exactly what we're referencing.
That's right.
With your yellow zoot suit. And
yeah,
your head,
yeah, dude.
Your head that turns into a wolf for all of no reason.
Yeah, I think we're specific enough that everybody over the age of 28 will understand.
I sure hope so.
Yeah. Well, I mean, as we started talking about Jim Carrey and we finished. There's the full circle.
There's the full circle.
What movie did we do for the podcast this week?
Well, we did The Mask, which was fucking... I loved it. So good.
Weird how, this is a horror movie podcast, but The Mask made it on. It's because that mask face is just so on the villain. It's just so frightening.
We had to lead up to the second one, which is scary because it's Jake Busey.
Yes, so bad.
Yeah, they made a second one. Did you know that?
Son of the mask. It's like a baby with the mask on. What's that gonna do?
Die?
Yeah.
Suffocate?
Yes. Exactly that.
I think they made a third one too, but let's not talk about that.
Who cares?
We did Hellfest.
We did Hellfest 2018.
Now you're sitting there thinking to yourself, a movie called Hellfest?
That's got to be great.
And hell is right in the name, and then it's a festival
of hell.
That's holy moly.
There's a lot of material to scrub through if you're going to do a festival about hell. There's a lot of content in a couple of those books about what's going on down there. None of that happens in this movie. This is just a bunch of teens. There's a bunch of teens being annoying for an hour and a half. Just a bunch of teens
and Tony Todd for all of 5 seconds.
Tony Todd for 5 seconds and Tony Todd's voice for another 5 elsewhere.
Yeah. He echoes throughout the park, but then you're like, oh, is that Tony Todd?
Yeah.
It is Tony Todd.
It sure is.
I can't wait to see more of Where's Tony Todd?
Bye.
Where did Tony Todd go?
Nah, you don't get to have him.
This movie's by CBS Films, Jay.
Okay.
That's why they probably said the word fuck once.
One time? When?
It was
I do not remember that.
I think it was like right after somebody said flip, and I was like, oh, is that really what it's gonna
be? Yeah.
I bet, and if like The Price is Right did a movie, CBS would have the rights to it. So that's the kind of quality. Think about that when you're thinking about this.
Yeah. Everybody overbid on this one.
Fucking Bob Barker and this.
I bet $1.
Oh, you bastard.
I 250 and 30 cents.
Oh,
and then you stare right at the person beside you like, yeah, I did that. I fucking did you dirty. Now we got to stand beside each other for minutes more.
Yeah, until obviously my guess is chosen and I get to dance my way up to fucking Bob or fucking Drew.
And that one, or Drew. And that one's the showcase where one of the items is a motorcycle, and the person who didn't win is going to murder you in the parking lot.
The person who didn't win is like a motorcycle enthusiast and like brought his vest, and his little leather hat.
That was the outfit that he wore, is his biking outfit. Yeah.
Come on,
fuck!
I gotta do meth. Anyway,
Hellfest, eh?
Hellfest.
I do know that there were more swear words from the actors than were in the movie. There's a slow motion scene where when the one character's on stage with the guillotine and main chick is trying to stop it from happening, and it's all in slow motion as she's being stopped by security. If you watch her mouth, she says fuck like 6 times. They just took the audio out.
But I didn't say fudge.
No,
I said fuck.
It's very clear you said fuck, madam.
There's a lot of things that happen in this movie that are upsetting.
That's true.
Do you have 2 sentences or less before we ruin it by describing it as is?
Don't plan your fucking best friend who went away for school's return by doing all the things that she hates for a night.
If you're gonna go to a Halloween hunt where they can touch you,
yeah, don't be shocked when you get touched.
I mean, what do you expect? They're allowed to touch you.
You have to sign a waiver, or like literally.
Oh, you know what? How about this? If you hear Tony Todd, don't go into the theme park until you see Tony Todd.
That's right. It might be a red herring.
Yeah, it might be Hellfest.
It might just be a Hellfest by mistake.
They might credit Tony Todd and then just dangle him there.
Yeah, I'll go to Todd Fest. I love it because they did the Grindhouse thing where they throw him in the fucking trailer and you expect him to be in at least half the movie.
Oh yeah, and they put he's the last name credited in big. Because they even say it right here, fuck yeah, Tony Todd.
You're stoked about it. Yeah, he's on stage for 30 seconds talking about penance, and then bye.
Yeah, he
had more important movies to shoot.
He's for some reason the Sugar Skull, like Louisiana top hat face paint.
These people saw fucking Hatchet, and they were like, let's get him like that.
These people saw one, oh god, fucking what do they celebrate down there in Louisiana?
Oh, I just call it, I don't know, fucking dead.
Yeah,
Being dead time.
They saw
Mardi Gras.
They saw one Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
And we're like, well, that's Tony Todd. We make him that, carry him in and make him that.
Yeah, perfect.
Voodoo Prince, Tony Todd.
He looks like he's from there. What's the logic? It's not mine.
You know what? I wouldn't put it past them. Somebody said that at CBS. They're like, well, put Tony Todd in the top hat.
The first thing I noticed about this movie is that there's not a single noteworthy actor in it. However, there are lookalikes. So you have the main character, whose name is Natalie, and you're not going to know who this is, but this is the poor man's Joe Wilson from Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
She looks like the daughter of Joe Wilson from, and then the token lesbian who is somehow dating the token Asian in the movie. They just, okay, get the weird ones and put them together.
I think I wrote somewhere in here, Jay will make a comment about the color-haired individual poking their head in.
Yep, and that's Hayden Panettiere.
And you,
it's not, but it might as well be.
We didn't even really get into the film, and
no,
and you've already done it.
That's right.
I like predictions, Jay.
Listen. If you could guess that I'm going to be disrespectful or racist or rude, that just means you know me well. I'm fine with that.
All right. I saw her poke her head through the door. I'm like, oh, here we go. Great.
Well,
what's Jay got to say now?
You make her look like that. All right. I was surprised she was dating a man.
Surprised she was dating anybody at all.
Yeah.
Because she's fucking annoying.
Oh, yeah, she is. Oh, I took her side for all of 30 seconds because there's not a likable character. I don't know if you noticed that.
I didn't like anybody.
There's nobody endearing. There's nobody that you want to like tether yourself to like emotionally and become invested in the outcome of their experience in the film. It's just, I'm just watching Zoomers fucking, let me tell you, I hope to God that the banter between the two main characters who get disrespectfully set up by their non-friends, I hope that it wasn't written in a script. Because it plays out like two 20-year-olds trying to fill silence by ad-libbing and taking turns beating the same horse to death and then continuing to beat it.
Yeah.
Every time. Because you can improv in a movie and make it funny. But when you're back and forth to just interrupting each other and saying the same sentence over and over, basically, then it's not anything. So if whoever wrote this movie, the screenwriter, if they actually had that shit in the script, they need to be fucking hung upside down for like a long time so that they can get more blood to their brain.
I fully support this decision.
Holy shit and fuck, dude.
I feel like if that was written into the script, like, first of all, they should do a second draft. They should probably have looked over the script and the ideas. Mm-hmm. Realize there was none.
None.
All you got is guys jumping out of curtains and scaring people over and over again.
I hope you like basically 90 minutes of what it's like to be in a haunted house you were over in like 30 seconds.
How about what it's like to be in a haunted house that is ruined because we're filming it, so it has to be lit. If you've ever been in like a scary house,
it's pitch dark in there.
Yeah,
that's the whole point.
You're not supposed to be able to see the guys.
They're just around.
Oh my god.
And some of these houses, haunted houses, these scare houses in this Hellfest here, because it's like they rented out a small town for this fucking thing. Like, it's got districts.
Yeah, so
it's got prefectures, like parts of Japan.
It's like supposed to be like a traveling attraction, but
yeah.
First of all, yeah, it's a small town.
Yes.
How is this fitting in the back of one fucking truck, you know?
Yeah, we need like a location bigger than the Western Fairgrounds for this.
Which, by the way, if you're not from around here, it's not big, but it's not small.
I mean,
it's a parking lot.
You got like, yeah, a football stadium, I guess.
A college football stadium.
A half size, yeah.
High school, if you got a good high school football team.
And so some of these rooms are, the scary parts are activated by tripwires. that are green lasers.
Mm-hmm.
The brightest of lasers ever in a haunted house.
You might as well have had lightsabers.
Yeah, and you have to pick them up with your hand in order to activate the scary shit. Like, how are you not seeing that you're walking across a laser and then something yells at you?
How are you paying tickets for this?
Oh, well, don't worry. Gavin sprung for the VIP to get his fucking chick wet that he wants so bad.
Jesus Christ.
Okay?
Well, we'll start at the beginning here.
Sure.
Because the beginning is so important.
Yeah, the way it throws you into just a haunted house and you get to watch a girl die and you don't even get to know who anybody is yet.
Yeah, I guess one thing to keep in mind about all these haunted houses as well is that they're all the same.
Yes, they are.
They all are just mannequins that don't face you. That's it. And there's one guy amongst the mannequins. Always, every time, every single time.
Mm-hmm.
Though they're not facing, there's mannequins. One of them is a person. Always.
Yep.
Every time.
Which one? I mean, even if they were really well hidden, it doesn't matter because you're gonna get a close-up shot of eyes looking.
You are
from in a mask.
It's important.
Great.
So, I mean, we're at what is it? Orange Grove Community.
Sure. Orangeville County.
God, I wrote, what is this, a haunted house in a school gym? So I was like, Orange Grove Community Fair Horror Night.
Yeah,
so
community
it's worse.
fair. It's at a fucking rec center. They melted the hockey rink for this.
Wow. So they were really committed. Jeez.
I immediately know what kind of movie I'm going to be watching when I get to hear a character say out loud to herself, "It's a dead end." Oh, good.
Rough.
Oh, good. Because when I'm in a haunted house and I come across a dead end, I make sure to announce it loudly to nothing.
Oh, no more go. Turn around, me.
No more go, dude.
I must turn around now.
Yes, I will now be turning 180 degrees.
Boop. 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 That's backing up sounds.
Yeah. So she gets killed. She just gets killed and hung in the hanging room here.
Yep.
And nobody reports that death or investigates it by shutting the attraction down.
Also, everybody treats this guy like shit. Everybody treats everybody like shit. But in this film, it's like, oh, you're not scary.
Yeah.
Oh, good job trying to spook me.
Fucking.
And then she gets fucking murdered by the guy. So.
Yeah. Oh, so he's actually quite scary because he killed you. He's doing his job great. He's going above and beyond. He should get a raise.
That or he should lose his job because he's not scaring you. He's just, and you're dying.
Well, I mean, you'd probably be afraid right before your eyes go out.
Yeah,
you know
right
what
before.
I mean?
But if he was doing like a good job, you'd be running already.
Yeah. I like the idea of going into a hospital and looking at a doctor and being like, "You fucking suck at this."
Yeah.
And then just walking away.
As soon as they put the needle in, great job, asshole.
Yeah, you fucked that up real good, huh?
Great. Now he's got fluids around my body, huh? Asshole.
And like, you can only do so much as a costumed haunt worker.
You can't touch him.
A lot, unless they sign some shit, apparently. That doesn't exist in the world, but that's fine.
It does.
I mean,
those
you're
places just get sued.
Yeah, you can have McCamey Manor and you come out traumatized like a rape victim. Or a corn maze, which it's not scary because I know the guy with the chainsaw is going to stop a foot away from me.
Well, yeah.
What, you going to touch me with a chainsaw?
Well, there's no chain on it. They put a bike chain on it, so it's fine.
Exactly. So, like, they don't work for me.
Yeah.
The only time I'd be scared in a haunted house is if they can touch me.
I was in a haunted corn maze, and they had a guy like had a chainsaw, and he got up in my face, and it was like to the point where I'm like, man, I just want to go around you, though.
That's what I mean, because you're gonna do that.
Yeah.
The end of this interaction is me continuing to walk away.
Like, I feel bad I'm not 100% spooked here. Like, that, it's scary you've got machinery in my face.
In corn. Just in a field of corn, dangerously. That's the scariest part.
Like, that machinery is, like, right here. It's really loud.
Yeah.
If we could work together, we could get through this corn maze, and you'd be all right. So
Hellfest is sort of the same, where the scary thing is having somebody come real close to you and be loud.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll accompany every single one of those with a jump scare for the audience. Like the noise.
Yeah.
It works so good.
It works.
It works every
so
time.
good. It was really good. Really good. Yeah, this guy, the whole thing is this guy goes to theme parks and he follows you around and then he kills you.
And if it seems like he waits for you to disrespect him.
Pretty much.
He kind of waits for you to be like, you're not scary, so that he could be like, oh, okay, let me put a little mask down.
Yeah, he also waits for you to like be like, hey, this guy's been following me.
Yeah. And he just stands there.
Yeah.
While you're like, this guy right here is creeping me the fuck out. It's a trust your gut situation.
Leave the park.
Yeah.
Leave the park and go home.
Probably do that. I'm sure it's back next weekend.
Don't go. Because he's gonna be there.
He's gonna, yeah. Get out of the place. Local dyke, quote unquote, ride that D is how you get introduced to the character of Taylor.
Hey. Whoa now. Hey now. Whoa. Hold on now. Whoa.
We're gonna get into the character introduction scene here real quick.
Oh yeah. Come into my house. Why is she here?
Right away.
Why?
So, the way that Natalie comes to visit her friend from high school, because she's gone away for post-secondary on a scholarship.
Yeah, because she's a fucking nerd.
She's a goddamn nerd.
She's
geek.
a nerd who doesn't get fucked. Is
So
what
she,
happens.
yeah. So she wants to come home and have like and she wants things to be like they used to be when friends hang out, right? No, we don't get to have that.
Things have changed.
Since you left, I moved in with a chick that you very vocally hate. Your hello to her is, why are you here? She says it twice to two different people. She never really gets an explanation other than we live together. Okay, but why?
Yeah.
And then that's Taylor. And Taylor's response is, yeah, Gavin's going to be at this thing we're going to. And I know that you said you wanted to get fucking soaked because of him.
Oh my God. So
I know you made mention in secret to your close friend who you share a best friend necklace with, like a promise ring. You confided in her about how you want to drip down his fucking thighs. And now I know it. And I'm the most disrespectful person on earth.
that's pretty much what happens.
You know when you fucking tell a secret to somebody you shouldn't have told it to because they're the worst?
Yeah. It's like she's introducing two friend groups together, and that one friend group does the one thing you didn't want them to ever do, and it's repeat information.
That was like told in confidence.
Yeah, and like you just gave out the inside joke, and this is the inside joke right
Staring
here.
you right in the face.
You
go to like a not a family reunion, but like a friend's reunion, and you meet your friend's wife. And, oh, this is the chick that you cheated on at your bachelor party. Hey, nice to meet you. Like that vibe.
Yeah.
Just ruin the night right away. Ruin my trip. Because I'm not staying anywhere but in this house with this woman. Now you're fucking stuck with this attitude the whole time?
How about like, hey, come over to my house. Guess who else? Like my roommate.
Just a heads up. Just
this
a quick
person
heads.
you hate.
Yeah. And who also hates you. Let's be clear about that.
You know what?
There are lines in this movie where she literally says, I'm actually starting to like you now. Now?
Okay.
It's been hours.
All right. See, I figured the hate was only coming out of Nat. See, all right. So I took what they call maybe one too many edibles when I watched this film. And this whole page is just me being confused about what's happening.
They don't explain shit enough.
So
they expect you to pick up on the way that like all these people talk to each other, in the sense that you have to know their relationship just from that alone.
These movies need to start with people coming into rooms wearing name tags.
Yes.
So I know who people are talking about.
So I don't have to go to IMDb and look up names.
So I thought that when Nat came in and Taylor was like, yeah, the dick.
Yeah. Gavin's dick.
I thought that like she had outed Brooke for being like a hoe because Brooke's like mortified.
Yeah.
And she's like, hey, I don't talk like that in front of my friend Nat, who's a scholar, but no, no, she had. And then I was like, oh, okay, all right. So okay, I'm wrong about that. Was Natalie invited? Because it seems like she just showed up. Everybody's surprised that she came.
So the way it's explained is that she's a world-class flake. And the fact that she actually showed up is surprising because generally she doesn't. So Brooke is like, because you said you were studying, so I didn't know you were going to show up or not. Says everybody else in the movie as well.
Yeah, it just
despite the fact that VIP tickets to a haunted attraction were bought for her.
It almost seems like she wasn't invited, but like it was mentioned around her, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll go."
I think it was it was a soft invite in the way that, like, if I knew you'd show up, I would have said nothing.
Yeah.
But because you suck at showing up to things, I'm going to tell you about it because I know you're not coming anyway. And then she just she broke the mold on this one for a thing that she's not even interested in doing, because, hey, we have tickets to Hellfest. And she's like, oh, fuck Hellfest. I don't care. Oh, yeah. Good. So happy that we brought you home for this.
She has to be talked into it.
Oh, yeah, over and over. So I wrote, at this point in the movie so far, I have to side with Taylor because Natalie is a buzzkill.
She really is.
Go to Hellfest, you little retard. What's the point of actually visiting if you're not doing something that can't be accomplished with a Zoom call?
In the biggest letters, I wrote, I have a terrible first impression of this Nat bitch.
She's got no interest in having fun at all. What, did you want to come home from studying so that you could study?
Yeah, thanks for studying.
Fuck. So let's go sequester ourselves in Brooke's bedroom so that we can talk more in private.
And do dumb best friend things.
And woo, this conversation is really good. Natalie is just fucking verbally hot and cold on the idea of meeting Gavin, who they've invited with the express purpose of setting it up between the two of them. Like, if... Just in case you weren't aware, Matt, because I know that it's very subtle and vague. Everybody in town wants Natalie and Gavin to fuck each other. Everybody in town wants that.
They don't need the help. They're gonna fuck. Don't worry.
I mean, I hope.
Nobody needs
This is like a fucking Children of the Corn sacrifice scenario where they have to or else the harvest sucks. That's how urgently they need to bang.
It seems very much so like them fucking is on the town's agenda.
So, like, Natalie goes from being like, oh, I fucking hate the fact that you mentioned me to him. Oh, but he said he wants me to sit on his face? Did he say that, though? Because if he said that, I'm fucking, I'm down. Let's go to Hellfest.
Oh, boy, yeah. I'll get touched by strangers just so I can...
I'll wear my panties with a hole in them.
And it's not the hole that, like, was made.
No, it's the hole I made.
That's the hole.
Fuck. Real people, and this is a thing with the dialogue throughout the majority of this movie. Real people, I don't care if you're 20. These are obviously 19 and 20-year-olds. Or fucking... They don't talk like this. The way that the dialogue is written sounds like an MSN conversation from high school.
The way the dialogue is written sounds like it was written with far too many swear words in it, and then CBS...
They were like, none!
A Christian company, I'm pretty sure, was like, hey, look, you can have 2 to 3 fucks. But
it.
We gotta see 3 or 4 crosses in this Hellfest.
Yes.
Whether they be upside down or not.
Most certainly. Strong Christian overtones at Hellfest.
Oh, yeah. So, it's a traveling horror night. It's a traveling horror night, Jay.
I want to point out that Brooke has a boyfriend whose name is Quinn, and Quinn comes in to say, "I'm ready to go. Are you ready to go?" And then Brooke says, "We need 10 minutes." And then he says, "Okay, I'll see you in 30." Bad relationship. Well, look,
he knows though. He does
know, but she also has to know then. Say the more accurate number. You guys have been together long enough that he knows that he's got to triple the amount of time that you give him in waiting.
Yeah.
Don't be a bitch. Get ready faster. And then they go, Brooke goes, let's get you into some different clothes here. And then we cut to Hellfest. She's wearing the same fucking outfit.
Thank you.
She's wearing, the only thing she changed is the shirt underneath. That's it.
And like, why bother changing? The quote was, "It's Halloween. It's the one night a year. You're allowed to let out your inner slut."
So I'll dress in a jean jacket that covers everything and full pants.
But let me roll up my jeans just a little bit.
So you can see that I haven't shaved.
Yeah, she changes her shirt, but still, like, the jean jacket covers it.
Nothing slutty about any of their outfits, to be quite honest.
Well, even
this is
cat
like
ears. Cat ears. Brooke wears cat ears.
Cat ears.
Slutty cat.
Yeah, it's grade 11 dance, Halloween dance outfit. Sick.
That's how you know. So fucking Brooke, I don't know. So like, yeah, we got to make up for last time, and they keep saying this. I don't know what happened last time.
Lost time.
Lost time. All right.
Yeah.
Because
she's been gone for like 3 months since you graduated.
I see. Because like, had it been last time, you kind of have to fucking tell us what happened.
You sure do. You would definitely have to.
Oh
explain
yeah,
that.
we don't go back up there since
We don't. Yeah, since
you know
before.
the thing.
Yeah.
The thing that happened. You know the thing. Well, let's keep going and not talk about it.
Yeah. I don't know that Excision is the best choice for haunted traveling circus.
Was that Excision? Because
It wasn't. It was just it was just random EDM. But
Look.
like that's what's playing over the speakers at your fucking horror house. Okay, now, what the fuck?
Oh yeah,
Fucking Sundays, man.
it's 9 a.m. It's yard duty time.
Suck my yard.
So did you? All right, I fucking hate this movie. So let's talk about the DJ, Jay. Why don't we talk about the fucking DJ with the cage dancer?
Yeah, like a nightclub, like a night strip club.
The dollar store zombie head decorations.
Oh yeah, dude.
And then the Sims level CGI people walking around the rave.
Oh my god.
The ones that are doing like default walks with the hunchback and the and like walking like slowly but moving quickly. And like there's like 3 people who are all doing the same dance in time.
Amazing,
the
dude.
further back in the crowd you look, the worse it gets.
I didn't even bother.
Oh my!
I wish I had just paid more attention to that.
Oh my god! Well,
they're doing the thing where they walk, but their feet just continue to move along the ground during the footfall.
It might as well have been Michael Jackson. Like if you put him in reverse, he's moonwalking.
So walking.
And it's I don't know how you didn't notice.
Holy shit!
They're all like there's a green fog.
I love it.
But all of these people are lit up as if it's not
amazing.
nighttime.
This is amazing. Oh yeah, because here's the thing, right?
How else would you see them in the fog if they weren't CGI Sims characters fucking going about their day?
We got to make sure Hellfest looks populated enough to justify renting out acreage.
Because nobody's gonna fucking go. We couldn't pay actors to stand there and pretend to enjoy this. People came in and like, what the fuck?
This sucks.
Jesus.
I'd rather just be in a real haunt.
I thought this was The Price is Right.
Where's the hot dogs?
That's what they do. They took everybody.
They just funnel the Price is Right line into here instead.
Yeah, like,
it's a series of detours with no explanation, and then you end up here.
Yeah.
Hey, well, since you're here, let's sign a waiver being a movie for 30 seconds in the background.
You want to
We
spin
need
the
bodies.
wheel? You want to spin the wheel?
This is a very different wheel at Hellfest.
Oh my god. I just was so fucking I was ready to go off on that with you and you didn't even notice it.
Hilarious, dude. No, I was busy with Gavin pissing me off. His pickup line for this chick that he's had a crush on since fucking grade school evidently is, "I think this will be fun."
This might be a good time. May I see your vagina, please?
You know the relationship fucking plays like autism on the spectrum or love on the spectrum. Autism on the spectrum. All autism is on the spectrum. One far end specifically.
The autistic end.
But yeah, he might as well just, so we both got autism, haven't we? That's good to know.
That's a great clip.
This means that Gavin bought, and Natalie's still being like, I don't give a shit about any of this. I'm here because I want to hang out with the one friend I came to see and nobody else, so I might as well go. So that means that Gavin bought VIP tickets for an entire group of people, and the specific reason was for one of them who hates it.
Yep.
Perfect.
Yeah. The one
you
she
spent
had
hundreds of dollars and like fucking yeah.
Maybe just call her up and be like, "Hey, do you want to do something? How about Hellfest?" No.
Oh.
Well, then let's do something different.
We have diners.
Instead of like, she's coming to town. Well, let's go to the place where strangers grope her.
Yeah, that's
let's go
good. So good for a first.
Let's go
date.
to hell, literally.
I'm in competition with just adults touching these barely legal people at Hellfest.
I really hope those waivers include you are of age checkmark box.
Yeah. One would.
And they really examine that box to make sure it's a legitimate check mark.
Let's just real quick call attention to Taylor the alcoholic who has a watch flask.
Oh yeah. She's been filling up this wrist flask. The whole conversation where they were like, "You're here." She's like pouring tequila into her
Fuck
into
yeah,
her
I'm here.
wrist.
And we're getting lit all night and day in the morning when I wake up. First thing.
How are people not like being like, "Was that a wrist flask? You can't have that in here."
Why are you drinking the time?
Why is your bracelet 1,000 pounds? why does your bracelet slosh?
You keep sucking the back of your wrist like a vampire.
You creep. Oh, I liked the eyeball thing at the entrance to the park. I'll
that
give
was
them
cool.
that. Whatever that
cool.
is pretty neat.
Followed right up by like a rock golem with a super guttural laugh. But at the same time, I'm getting a torso shot of with Asher, which is Taylor's boyfriend, the Asian character in the film. So my first thought was, because of how low the laugh was, oh, somebody's hungry. Because I just get to see fucking Asher's stomach.
Just jiggle his belly and
You also, it must be cold at Hellfest because his nips are on full display in that tight sweater to show off his muscles. Holy fuck.
I wasn't looking. I was trying to figure out who the fuck Q was. I was waiting for the Impractical Jokers to come out.
Q.
Whenever we say Q, we're not talking about
James Bond.
or just the shitty practical joke. All the Impractical Jokers look like sex offenders with different flavors.
That's correct.
And it's your job to guess the foot fetishist. It's like Neapolitan. They're all a little bit of foot fetish.
Sometimes they like to mix them together.
It's a lot of cream in that ranch dressing.
Ugh.
Yeah, I don't like
all right.
Peppercorns and whatnot.
We right away the killer is there. The killer is just there. He gets in and then he immediately puts his hood up. Hoods get knocked off super easy. It's not the best disguise.
No.
Also, like, any of the security paying attention to this park would be able to single this guy out in 5 seconds. Because he's wearing a Deadlands mask. Now, the Deadlands is at the end of the park. It's the reward for going through the rest of the park. The only other people with his mask on are over there.
Yeah.
So, it's the guy who's out of position. Let's get him. He's killing people. End of movie.
Well, the thing is, like, the security guards are, I don't know, silly-brained.
Yeah, they are. Incompetent as fuck.
This guy's setting off the metal detector. Let's half do them. Only do half of them.
It's wee happens at the shoes, and we don't check the shoes.
Oh, now those must be steel-toe boots.
That's fine.
That's appropriate for being at the theme park.
Yup, good thing you brought those with you.
Yeah, that's the, let me knock up the other side of your body. Like, I was expecting this to be the scene where you find out that he's got his own knife.
No, he steals it from the guy cutting ice for snow cones with a fucking drywall saw. Who has that? It's not an ice pick. It's literally a serrated blade. Why? It's for ice.
He's making ice sandwiches and he's got a saw it.
Holy
a nice thick cut of ice.
You know how, like, you try to cut bread with a bread knife, but the bread's so soft that it just, like, it comes out in pieces because of the spikes on the knife?
Yes.
That's every snow cone here. Ice is flying into people's eyeballs.
Yeah. Well, you shouldn't make snow cones the old-fashioned way. It takes too long.
Also, the guy is not discreet at all when he grabs that knife off the only weapon on an otherwise empty table with a guy standing right there.
And, like, he just put it down.
Yep. And also, it makes a noise when he grabs it. Like, hey, who took my knife just now and walked away in the haunted house?
The knife makes a noise no matter what it's doing. And it never is a knife noise.
No.
It's a scissors.
It's
shears being opened and closed no matter what the knife is doing.
It's not the sound of a knife.
Shing!
It's the
shing!
Yeah, it's the sound of unsheathing and sharpening a knife.
Even the stabs, it sounds like he's putting it in a block. Like
Nobody knows how
in the ribs or some shit.
Nobody knows how to Foley a knife sound in all of Hollywood.
When he pulls the knife out, it's like fucking King Arthur pulling it out of the stone. That's what it sounds like.
So if you watch this movie at home, if this podcast entices you to watch the film, and I don't know why it would, but pay attention to every scene where Gavin and Natalie are alone speaking, and try and count how many subjects they cover, because it's one per conversation. and we're just gonna go back and forth and talk over each other about it, like that's jokes. Like this banter is cute.
So our friends want us to fuck, eh? Ah, yeah, they really want us to put it in.
How about you win me a toy?
Yeah.
No, he's just ambling around. Why is the obvious lesbian in the movie obsessed with dicks and boners? How's that for a question for you? Got an answer for that one? She has to give everything an erection, and if it has one, she's got to point it out.
I forgot. Yeah.
She's like, I make zombies rock hard. What the fuck does that mean?
I'm pretty sure at one point they're going through like a maze and she just like grabs.
There's a high school classroom. Is somebody dead in a tracksuit?
And she just grabs. She
yeah.
gives it
and
gives
Asher,
it a
too.
tent.
Her boyfriend is right there with her, too. Like, yeah, we got to give this dead body a boner for sure. Why wouldn't we do that?
Yeah. You grab it by the cock and balls, and I'll watch.
I'll supervise.
I'll be over here in the chair, smoking in the dark. Now,
telling you to grip harder.
Yeah, why she gives everything a pants tent anyway. Like, physically, she's not doing it. Like, it's not happening because she's there. She's grabbing it and being like, look, a boner.
Yep.
This is what a boner looks like when a boner happens, and I've seen so many.
I've seen lots of them, and I like them a lot, I promise.
They go straight up like a fucking tent pole.
Don't
always.
you dare ask about my boner enthusiasm.
They never bend.
It's actually, I mean...
They never snake down the thigh. It's always straight up. Always.
It's always right up rigidly
it's always
when I'm around.
Oh, the clowns come out.
Oh, no.
So there's Gavin and fucking dingling bitch here.
Yeah.
Talking about God, who cares?
And because it's nothing, because they're talking about nothing ever.
Literally nothing. And
they go into a photo booth later, and the conversation on film that you get to sit and listen to is about how she was going in for a fucking, like, a nose touch during one of the pictures. Yeah, how couldn't you tell that I was going, oh, yeah, I was just supposed to figure that out. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah,
I'm supposed to figure that out, that thing that nobody's ever done in a photo.
How did you not know that that's what I was doing? I was obvious. And that right there is exactly how that scene plays out. What we just did, that's this movie.
Because it's bad.
Holy shit, is that this movie? So the first haunted house they go into. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Before that,
we've
got to make sure that Taylor walks up to these two while they're having a conversation.
Right,
it's like, hey, just so you know, being afraid is an aphrodisiac because it triggers something in your lizard brains that makes you want to reproduce and fuck because life's only so short. Like these two weren't gonna fuck on their own. Like they weren't fingering each other in the car on the way here.
You know that they were. They're visibly interested in each other. Yes.
Leave them alone.
If anything, you're undermining your master plan by coming right up to us, making eye contact, and saying you'll have no choice but to want to fuck each other in about 10 seconds.
What's the phrase? A watched pot never boils? Watched teens never fuck.
No, I mean, yeah. They probably shouldn't if they're being watched.
And even at this, I think this is somebody like runs up and scares them, and she like cowers in his jacket.
Fuck yeah.
They're gonna fuck.
Yeah, they are.
They're gonna fuck.
He's out here humiliating himself at ring toss for you. That means they're fucking.
Yeah, they're gonna fuck.
So the first haunted house that they fucking go into, there's a hallway, and it's a scary hallway. Earlier in the movie, there is a line that Gavin says where at Hellfest this time, they don't target whoever's at the front of the back of a line. They target the most visibly scared person. So if you just act like you're not scared by it, then it's like, tee-hee-hee, I got scared right after that, so fuck you. But then right after that, when they get into the hallway in the haunted house, if you could go first, that would be great. Like 30 seconds after it was explained that it doesn't matter what position you're in.
Yeah,
like the movie forgot its own rules.
Why don't you go in there
lightning
first?
Speed? You fucks.
Was it even? I mean, was it even their rules? I feel like they just
maybe they just made it up. Yeah.
There was just like space in the movie where things had to be said, and there's silence,
oh yeah,
please.
Oh fuck yeah, that's what I mean. That's what this dialogue is. That's why I hope it's not written. Because if it was written as an afterthought to fill silence.
Yeah.
Great.
They do a little like thing where they plan out all the attractions and you get to hear all the names.
Yeah.
All the names of these attractions suck.
Okay.
Deadlands.
Yep.
Why?
Baron. I think of
it's a shitty roller coaster.
I think of Hardware. Those are Deadlands.
Yeah.
I think of Book of Eli.
I think of Mad Max. I don't think of a shit roller coaster.
A dumb fucking roller coaster. I would say about 40 minutes of this movie is dedicated to just watching people go through attractions.
Oh, and by the way, attractions? Nothing fucking attracting me to this place. You got a maze called Zombie Maze?
I wonder what's in there.
The fuck? Wow! Wow! Oh, let's go. Show me the commercial. Just kidding. I don't need to see it.
Oh, shit.
I'm coming.
Zombie Maze, bro.
Deform School was the only good one.
Yeah, and then they ruined it by having 80 puns inside over the loudspeaker.
Yep.
If at first you don't succeed, die again. Oh, that's clever.
Tony Todd.
God.
You were Candyman. What happened?
He must have had nothing at all to do with any of this movie other than being on stage.
And they probably like, here, say these lines real quick.
Oh,
Tony.
yeah, exactly that.
And he's like, oh, I'm Tony Todd. I came out of a mirror with bees. All right, line up to the theme park, guys. Basically the lines.
Okay, here. Oh, yeah, here we go, because I remember so many things. First of all, the second that I see the guy wearing the mask from Norway the Curse, I'm leaving.
Is that what it is?
It might as well fucking be.
Okay.
After this, okay, look up just the poster for that movie. Because this is what the demon looks like in that South Korean folktale. Okay?
Okay. See, I was like, oh, that's going to be like human skin, because that's what it kind of looks like. And then it's just a mask from the park.
Yeah, it is.
So it's just a mask.
And to be quite honest, those masks should have been in Deform School.
They really should have been.
Because that's a mongoloid's face. Now, so in Friday the 13th, you got like the like, you know, that's how you know he's around.
Mm-hmm.
There's a song for Michael Myers that
Yep.
was made by the people who made the movie for him. Yeah. I don't like who. There's not really too many monsters in horror movie with theme songs. What I don't need to fucking hear is the guy who's killing everybody singing "Pop Goes the Fucking Weasel" every time he's about to kill somebody. Holy shit.
Yeah.
And like, you walk so slow, there's nothing surprising about your presence.
This guy,
I know you're there.
It's literally Five Nights at Freddy's.
Fuck.
It's the one animatronic that hums like all around the mulberry bush.
There's nothing.
That is Pop Go the fucking Weasel.
It is. You're right.
Oh!
There's nothing scary about a children's nursery rhyme being sang. I'd fucking
Unless it's coming out of a child.
And the child was dead yesterday.
Yeah, and it's coming out of a coffin.
Fucking the last thing that's gonna scare me at night in bed is Sharon, Lois, and Bram.
Then the fucking elephant.
Yeah, you get Lamb Chop at Hellfest. That'll be scary.
Fucking Lamb Chop. Oh
Fuck.
my god.
I hate when they do that.
When I was a child, I was watching Lamb Chop, and I am certain that I was influenced by Lamb Chop to cut all my hair off.
Why is that?
Well, like, Lamb Chop's got like a mohawk, so I was like, give me one of those.
How'd that go for you?
I was already using a pair of scissors because the Lamb Chop was like, yeah, grab the scissors, kids. Make sure you get the scissors.
This puppet has got a population control agenda.
Swear to God, like, yeah, just get the scissors, and we're gonna cut paper. Grab the paper, kids.
Yeah, the paper. That's the original ASMR. Scissors through cardboard paper.
Oh,
right,
man! Every kindergarten class is just.
Yeah, kids never feeling safer.
Whoa.
You get those rounded tip scissors, but it's still blades inside, so they're still dangerous as fuck. Why even bother?
I mean, who cares about that? It's the wrist strength you gain. That's what I'm afraid of. Those kids just tearing you apart.
Yeah, we'll give them tin shears. Forearms are gonna be like bricks.
Oh, Yeah,
exactly.
Make
Just
sure you
like that.
switch off or people think you jerk it.
Yeah, like a curl though, like a weird jerk, like you're doing a twist. Also,
You're not. Well, what feels good
I've
for
been doing
you?
it wrong this whole time.
I thought it was supposed to pop off at the end. Okay, well, that's just me. All right. Look, the mask is upsetting regardless.
Yeah.
It sucks that it wasn't like a mask though.
Having a Czarface and MF Doom song montage of Carney games is scary in the sense that it costs money and adds nothing of value to the film.
That's true. That's 100% true.
I don't know why you would choose that song.
Well, probably you were owed something.
Like, is the Czarface album with MF Doom on it owned by fucking CBS? Because that's the weirdest combination ever.
I wouldn't be surprised.
He mentions a lot of superheroes on it.
Yo, come on the fuck down! That's my best impression
Listen,
of MF Doom calling somebody
Words
down.
I won't use on this podcast are used on that album a lot, all right?
Is that the one with rap snitches?
I don't think so.
Oh, snitches knitches.
Oh, jeez Louise.
I'll
You're
say
getting
it.
closer and closer. The ring toss guy here, this fucking guy who runs the ring toss, shooting his own income in the foot by mouthing off about how bad the guy sucks at it. Like, right to him. Horrible wingman. Worst wingman.
Yeah, you know what I'm gonna do is stop giving you $5 to throw these hoops.
Yup.
And you know what
right away.
I'm gonna take this next $5 down to Dollar Store, and I'm gonna get stuffed animal there.
Yeah, and
Better stuffed animal than here.
probably because it doesn't reek of sweat and cotton candy.
And I bet if I cut it open, I'm not gonna find Chinese newspaper lining the
Chinese
inside of it.
specifically. Holy shit. Yeah, more Zoomer banter dialogue between the, like, at one point in my notes here, I literally wrote, like, shut up for 2 seconds, holy fuck.
Yeah,
These people are afraid of quiet.
and anytime they stop moving for a second, Taylor's like, I'm a VIP!
Yeah.
I'm a VIP! Why are we stopping?
I couldn't help but notice I wasn't the center of attention on screen for 5 seconds. Let me remedy that.
Hey, I know I just got in line, but I'm a VIP, so can I just go in front of all of you? I know this is what we all think.
Yeah.
And would never say out loud because that's a shitty thing to do.
It is, it's just rude for no reason.
Oh, but I'm a VIP.
Yeah.
I didn't pay for
I'm gonna
this.
give everybody in line the finger and expect not to be punched in the face when they get in.
Bitch. Zero class on this bitch is what I wrote.
They fucking Gavin and Natalie go into the photo booth, and the guy. Okay, so before any of this, in the first haunted house, you get to witness a murder. The killer
All right.
meets a small group of girls, and one of them does the "you're not fucking scary, it's just weird." Because, and this chick is a bitch anyway, so fine, she kind of deserves to get stabbed in the stomach. But they're in deform school in the classroom, and Natalie has become cynical bitch cunt in this haunted house. Because as they're walking down the hallways, she's just pointing out what's going to happen.
Well, this is where, like, right before this, he gives her the advice, hey, act like you're not afraid. This is also, like, he says that while she's got, like, a kite tail of clowns trying to scare her. But, like, first of all, yeah, you walk in, and if you aren't able to be like, there's a curtain there with somebody behind it, with the amount of light,
Yeah.
you yourself have a problem.
What she's saying is just redundant because all these people have eyes.
Yeah, there's a curtain there.
The response shouldn't
somebody.
be like, because they're like mildly impressed that she's guessing so well. And the reality is, well, I can see their feet.
The
It's
reality
right behind
is,
the curtain, dude. This is the worst Wizard of Oz ever.
The reality is like this is it's supposed to be a hallway of lockers, and then there's just curtains.
Huh. Wonder
Huh.
what's behind those.
Huh.
Probably not people, right?
Oh yeah, and then when it happens the first time, like you can't be surprised the second time.
That's true.
And what do you expect? It's their job.
They're going to do what they're going to do.
That's what they're paid for.
So one of the spots is the classroom, and she guesses a door and she gets it wrong because somebody's running from the killer and comes through a different door. They figure it's just part of the attraction, which it's a dangerous place to be when being stalked throughout an entire fairgrounds is supposed to be normal. Yeah, that's what they do. They're in character. Change the character then.
There's probably a fine rule about swapping it up to every now and then.
You
Not
get like 20
targeting-
seconds of following people, and then it becomes a crime.
Yeah, because you're being a bully.
Leering is a chargeable offense. Anyway, this chick is like, help her try, and then she hides in a door instead of continuing through the ride to escape. She hides behind a door that says, "Don't look."
I'm gonna.
First thing I do is look.
I'm gonna fucking look.
I fucking love looking.
You gonna tell me there's a door there that says "Don't look" and it's unlocked?
What's in there, please?
Yeah, what's so good that you got in there that I'm not supposed to see?
So Brooke and Taylor are like, okay, fuck this, I'm out. And Natalie sticks around to watch a literal murder. Not only that, encourages a literal murder.
Oh, yeah.
She says, just do it already, when he's got this chick with a fucking knife that's clearly real and shiny.
Oh, right, yeah, because he pulls her out, he drags her out, and she like holds a knife to her, and then everybody else just kind of leaves because that's
fuck
enough.
That. Yeah,
like,
I'm good now.
Like if this is fake, there's nowhere to go from here.
Yes, the attraction is now over.
Yeah, the end of show.
Yeah,
this is where the curtain closes, but she sticks around to see if Marvel's got anything after the credits.
Yeah, if there's a little Spider-Man sequence at the end.
And there isn't. There's just being stabbed.
Yeah.
And even then, she's like, wow, that was pretty intense.
She has and then she comes out and she's like, that was really fucking real at the end.
Yeah.
Leave the park, because he comes out right after and puts his fucking finger up and says, shush. I'm leaving.
Wanted, rude man who shushes. Please call.
I leave the park at that point.
What is the scary thing about being shh? Like what's the shh? It's in like every scary movie that there's like shh, don't shh. Don't.
I don't know.
Why is that scary?
It's for people who had a really bad time in libraries.
Yeah. People who just talk loud.
Yeah. They just hate it. It's not even scary. They just hate it. Yeah.
Oh!
It reminds them of when they were told to be quiet too much as children.
Yeah, so she gives us, like, when he stabs her, she gives a look on her face where you're like, oh, she gets it.
Yeah. And
she
then,
doesn't.
No, we just move on from there.
Yeah, she doesn't get it at all.
And then she goes like, look, there he fucking is, and he's weird as shit, isn't he? Isn't it weird that we haven't seen this mask all night? Doesn't that make no sense? And it's just his clothes. Like, it's just regular ass. He wore his boots from home.
Yeah, that's how you know it's him, by the way.
Yeah, from his boots from home.
So that's why they had made a whole deal with like, hey, beep his boots.
Beep him.
He doesn't. I know he set up the metal detector with his boots that are touching the ground.
Yeah.
You know how metal detectors famously go all the way to the earth? All of the way to the earth. They don't like stop at knee height or shit, nothing like that.
Well, this is a wand. He got wanded. Like, he forgot to take the wallet out of his pocket at the airport.
Yeah.
Which is something that literally happened to me.
That's literally what happened. He walks through a big one. And
yeah.
And it beeps. And they don't go, what's in your pocket? It's like, hey, make sure you wand this guy up and down on one side only.
Yeah. And they get the fucking readout on the shoe, and it's just, you're good.
That must be the only metal then. I'm not going to bother.
I found it. There's no more. Like, I go into a house and it's like something's leaking, and I see one leak, and I'm like, oh, I'm done.
Yeah, exactly. That's that.
And then they call 20 seconds later, hey, there's still fucking water.
Couldn't be. I taped it up.
Yeah, no, I fixed the leak. It's fine. There's no way there could be more than one ever.
No. I'm not interested in what's that huge cylinder running up and down your other leg. You know, the one with the wooden end coming out your...
A gun?
Yeah.
Are you talking about a gun?
That's what I'm talking about.
Fuck.
I'm talking about bringing it into a school, Jay. I'm talking about bringing it right into a school.
Deform school. All right. I wrote nothing at all until the photo booth scene because I got pissed off. Yep. Because Natalie and Gavin go into the photo booth and they have lots of annoying fucking banter that doesn't matter and is inconsequential. Sick. Cool. Shut the fuck up and get the pictures taken.
Yeah. They split up. And as they split up, I think Taylor thrusts her little crotch at everybody.
Yeah, she does. A lot of hump noise. Like, I think when setting two people up, a key thing, because you've already got them in the same location, and they understand that they like each other, at least to some degree. Subtlety at that point becomes important.
Nah.
Not, hey, you two, get close together away from the rest of us, and fuck each other, please.
Look at my crotch. Look at what I'm doing. You do that to her now.
Oh my god.
Do that up inside her for a while.
Nothing feels like makes me feel more like a hooker than being set up and then told like you need to fuck this woman. I'll soften right up. You already know way too much about my sexual activities merely by nature of what this is. I'm just a fucking prostitute. He bought tickets. He's a prostitute who pays money to be one. That's worse.
Yeah, that would make you feel like a hooker.
Like, holy fuck, dude. What am I, a piece of meat?
Look at, we brought you this lady.
Dude.
You gotta be all dressed up.
It's worse when there's a racial element because then I'm just like a mandingo. One time... I had a chick ask me.
Oh God!
I had a chick ask me once if she wanted me to be on her OnlyFans, and I was like, I'm just like the slave boy who's allowed in the house. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yikes!
I don't want anything to do with that because I know for a fact that if I was white, she wouldn't have asked.
Maybe she's trying to collect them all. I'm not proud. I'm not proud. I'm not proud.
She's got the most colorful bingo card on earth. Let's get that dauber out.
Don't call it a
Get that fucking dauber out right here and punch my card. 3 more and I get a free sub.
From where? Where? That place needs to be closed down. It's a horrible fucking deal.
Holy shit.
Will you fuck me? I want my sandwich. I'm
Fuck,
so
bro.
hungry.
I want my sandwich. Please. I haven't eaten in weeks.
Oh shit.
So the thing that pisses me off about the photo booth is that Brooke, so the guy fucking sees that it's them taking pictures, and when they get printed out, he takes them and leaves. Now, Brooke sees this. Brooke also has no idea who the fuck is in the photo booth at all at this moment. So she sees somebody picking up pictures and goes, hey, what the fuck? And then goes and makes it her problem.
That could have been his photos.
They very well could have been. And then she realizes who it was and then chases after the guy like she's going to do anything about it.
Give me those
Great.
photos. If I'm not, just gonna ruin them by trying to get them away from you.
Oh, yeah, because he's not going to let go. They're going to get ripped.
Just fucking make it and take some new ones.
Yeah,
Who
dude,
cares?
it takes fucking 10 seconds. Anyway, that was because I sat there and I was like, how the fuck did she know that it was Natalie in the photo booth? Oh, she didn't? She just decided to be
I didn't
what
catch
she
that.
is in public?
I assumed that they just knew for some reason, but that's cool.
No, it's dumb. It doesn't make any goddamn. So then Gavin's like, okay, well, I'm leaving.
Oh yeah. Hey, you guys are going to the Deadlands? I'll meet you there.
The thing that you have to get on a fucking into a love tunnel roller coaster seat, which I guarantee you those have to be hosed down every fucking night.
Look.
Those are some sticky seats to the Deadlands.
It takes all of 5 seconds before it's the hookup
dude, like
lands.
the door shuts, yeah, it's cumlands now.
The door shuts and you don't hear the water sloshing. You hear other.
It's not. Yeah, there's no water.
you hear
There is wetness.
other dank wetness.
Oh.
Ripping caves.
I don't like how insistent he was on leaving, though.
Yeah, I was like, well, this is
Everybody, like, because his motivation for leaving, because he confides in one of them about it, is he wants to win Natalie a toy because he failed so miserably at the ring toss. She, however, just wants him to come with her. Hey, priorities. You don't need to win the toy. She would rather you just be close by.
How about this? Win the toy on the way out so she's not stuck carrying it around.
Oh my god, you raised great points.
The hell. When they go to hell, you're going to a place called hell where they can touch you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make sure to win an inflatable dolphin for this one.
Absolutely. You're going to want to drag that fucking stuffed gorilla around and
Through the narrow as fuck hallways and shit dangling from ceilings in every haunted house for you to get hooked on and hung by accident.
the grease of 1,000 people. Yeah.
Later on in the movie, Taylor gets picked up and carried away by one of these costumed actors, and her major complaint about it is that it smelled like dick and balls.
Oh. You wash those cloaks. Wash those fucking cloaks.
You're gonna get fired from Disney World without bleach it at this point.
Also, why does she know what dick and balls
She
smells
shouldn't, based on her hairstyle.
Hey, no, I mean, she can. I mean, she can know whatever she wants to know, you know? But, like, how does she know that, like, she wasn't near his dick and balls?
Because she was over his shoulder? She's being fireman carried, unless this costumed actor is a real monster.
I mean, really, she should know what his butt smells like. She was closer to his butt.
Well, I mean, she might also have said ass.
Either way.
This whole sequence of Gavin trying to win this fucking... First of all, he goes back to the ring toss. And he goes, can I just pay you $50 and you give me a toy? You know, like a transaction in a store? And he's like, no, I'll lose my job. Which, first of all, do you really care that much? Look where you work. But, okay, I'll just go over there to the kiosk that's 10 feet away, where I can guarantee you there's somebody that works at this fucking circus who will take money for goods.
Oh, yeah.
It'll be real easy to convince at least one of you to take more money than you'd ever get.
There's no way that this place only brought one ring toss game.
And not everybody who works at a carnival is above board.
Oh, it's a carnival that travels.
There's a reason they travel.
Yeah, it's preferred that they don't stay in one spot too long.
So, like, his whole thing is, okay, I'm not even going to win one. I'm going to set up the beginning of this relationship with a lie that I won it.
Yeah.
So instead of going to just another carny operating a fucking a game that's rigged from the beginning, he breaks into the locker room where the actors go in order to steal a stuffed animal for his girlfriend and lie that he won it.
And it happens to be there too. Why would it ever be in the locker room?
He happened to conveniently overhear one person say, no, we're good on stuffies. There's plenty in this room right here, specifically this one I'm pointing to.
I'm going to leave it unlocked just for now. As I walk away,
I'm going to be gone for approximately 5 to 10 minutes, which is just enough time for somebody to get in and out and steal things.
And be murdered, and will never, ever find their body, even though it's probably left right here.
Because it is.
And nobody's ever going to come back into this room to find it.
One of my favorite, because it's a very short list, parts of this movie... It's very easy for me to recall my favorite parts because of how short the list is. It's about 2 parts long.
Oh yeah, you had a favorite. That's
it's this kill because for a bunch of reasons. One, funny to watch Gavin get his head smushed by a giant mallet.
Yep.
That would never ever be heavy enough to smush a head, but that's its own thing. What I like better is that he gets stabbed in the stomach or chest or something.
Maybe.
Or, oh no, he takes like the hilt of the mallet and he pounds his nose with it. So he's like all groggy and shit.
Yeah.
So Gavin's way of trying to escape murder is to crawl over to the bell game that's in the storage room and position his fucking skull perfectly where the hammer goes.
Lay down and take a nap. Don't you dare do it. I'm going to lay down right here, though.
Like
this comfy pillow.
All right, you might as well just kill me. Here, I'll make it fun for you. So he gets his match cut fail. Okay, so he gets his head smushed, and then they cut to the bell of the game being rung in a different location entirely.
Oh, good.
And then it's like outside, and then when they cut back, it's not the same framing as before, so it's super fucking jarring to watch. Like, I would not have noticed that the bell was elsewhere had the next shot where they're not even in focus anymore and it's on the ground 20 feet away, if that was the same shot as before. Like, you guys fucked up your own, like, cool thing you were trying to do.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Thank God you noticed. I didn't notice that.
You were busy reeling about the CGI crowd at the rave.
Yeah, I was like, okay, cool, the head smush. That's great. But what I was thinking more about was in this scene, Gavin walks in and he sees the hammer and he goes to pick it up and he cannot.
Really? I missed that.
He grabs it and it's like Thor's hammer.
Oh, he's a pussy.
Then the next scene, this guy just has it in his hands. So I'm like, oh, is it Supernatural guy? Is it fucking Jason Voorhees?
Holy shit.
He's got the strength of 1,000 men.
Oh, Gavin's just Eugenia Cooney. He's got no musculature.
Rest in peace.
Is she not still alive?
Is she?
Either way, it's a skeleton.
It's possessed by spirits, I guess. I don't know.
Seen spirits. The ghost of Slitsmas past. Yes! Yes! Also Wristmas past.
Woo! Oh, the air just got sour. I don't like the way it tastes in here anymore.
Well,
I almost got to get up and walk away from this forever. Holy.
Notice that on the completely empty staircase to the Deadlands, it says there's a 35-minute wait time. Why?
It's a very long ride, and there's 3 cars. That's why.
Okay, fair. I like that people try not at all to contact Gavin, despite the fact that we need to get on this ride together to get to the Deadlands.
I think they text him.
While he's still alive is when the last text is sent.
Okay. All right.
And then she tries one more time, and her text is, "Are you getting close?"
Don't come yet.
Wait.
Just get close.
At this point, I wrote down being friends with Taylor is probably like an exercise in exhaustion mitigation, because this woman has no fucking off switch. There's no calmness in her at all. She doesn't relax for a fucking second. She's like a crackhead.
None of them do.
It's like an ADHD nightmare test.
All of them.
Yeah, Taylor, the worst one.
The second they enter the park, they're screaming and howling and screaming Hellfest.
That's right.
What that?
You think that would call more attention to you from a costumed actor perspective?
Yeah.
Oh, get the loud bitch and shut her up. My ears hurt and I'm wearing a whole mask. Like.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm just not impressed with their behavior. I think they all need a timeout.
Yeah.
And to shut the fuck up and end the movie.
The ride shuts down for just Natalie. I'm not 100% sure how this killer knew where Natalie was in the entire park, having just been busy killing her almost boyfriend, but manages to find her no problem in the middle of the fucking love tunnel ride.
Is it the killer?
And be standing there.
Is it the killer?
You raise a good point, because maybe not. Because right afterward, you find out, first of all, the way to scare her. Like, this whole thing is like a prank. They pick the one person who's just one person in the car, in the train car, and straddle it and look at her.
Is that really scary?
That must be horrifying.
Oh.
I'll just sit here and look.
Stop. I wasn't afraid of you before.
I knew that it was fake when Tony Todd over the loudspeaker said, "Try not to lose your head. We're having some technical difficulties." Oh, it's part of the ride, huh? Okay, good. But then the killer walks forward and you don't get to know whether or not it is until... I've told this story on the podcast before, right? When I went to see My Bloody Valentine 3D in the theater.
Yes, you did.
And at the end, when the miners come to rescue the people during the cave collapse, somebody in the theater ruined the entire movie for me by yelling, "Oh no, now there's 5 of them." Same thing happens in Hellfest. And I couldn't think of anything else.
Honestly, But I also had that thought. I'm like, oh wow, there's a bunch of killers. This is a problem. this is a big
bunch
problem.
Of killers out in the open.
Yeah, holy moly, they're really ballsy at Hellfest.
Oh, it turns out it was just a trick. Gotcha.
This is this is just the way some of the people look.
We made you scared that, first of all, and also like when the ride breaks down, right? Because these seats have that bar that goes down over your legs. She's got like a fucking foot of space to get out. You're all at 90 pounds. Turn your body sideways and stand up.
Just get off the ride and walk away.
She can push that fucking bar up so far that I could fit 3 me's through the gap.
Was there even a bar?
There was.
Oh.
But it served no fucking purpose.
Just traps you on the ride.
She
when
just pretended
fire.
Exactly, right? That mechanism, you're just fucked.
Fucking so yeah, it's either it's part of the ride, or the ride is just so shitty they had to get Tony Todd to be like, all right, just
say some words in your creepy gravel voice.
We gotta let people know this is gonna happen.
This is just the voice you have, so be scary.
Oh, Tony Todd. But yeah, is that Tony Todd's voice? Because I've been waiting for Tony Todd this whole time.
Yeah, well, you get to have his voice right there. Get stoked. At this point, because they got off the ride and they They continue through the Deadlands. Where's Gavin?
Oof, we don't
How
care.
is he ever supposed to know where you are in the Deadlands if you don't stand in one spot right at the exit?
Nah, keep going.
He'll catch up. How does he know where to catch up to?
Let's experience the whole park without him so he has to do it on his own. That'll
Yeah.
be fun for him.
That'll be really cool for my first date with Gavin.
Yeah, let's not have a date.
Let's just leave him.
Let me third wheel yours.
Fuck.
Actually, I guess
sake.
fifth wheel.
It's still a shitty car. She's still a spare tire.
She really is. Unless it's that one that's in the middle that...
Fuck that. That flips over super easy when the guy from Top Gear tries to drive it.
Yeah. That's why they don't make three-wheeled vehicles, though. That's just a fact. It's a fucking stupid movie. It's as stupid as a three-wheeled vehicle.
Let me tell you again, I'll get pissed off again right here, where they walk into one of the attractions and there is a surgeon who is very old and emaciated, has a gas mask on.
Oh, you mean Dr. Frankenstein?
I mean Dr. Satan from House of a Thousand Corpses, because that's exactly what the fuck it is. They just ripped off Dr. Satan. All they did was, somebody watched House of a Thousand Corpses and be like, I want that. Have that in my movie.
Well, if he can do it, I can do it, CBS.
Worse. It's worse also because the Dr. Satan in House of a Thousand Corpses is like suspended by hooks and shit because his body doesn't work. It's a whole fucking thing. And it's like the lore of the movie. And then you just have the exact same looking thing all the way down to the gas mask and the bald head. Like, fuck. You have a whole, like, your brainstorming sucks. And then we get the fucking, the nurses from Silent Hill, except they're kids, and they smell bad.
And they lead you in.
They do.
They grab your hand and they lead you into a thing.
Hey, it's post-COVID. I don't want to touch anyone's hand.
Yeah.
Dude,
No.
that's a one-way ticket to respiratory infection for me at this point.
I think that's why a lot of the haunted houses stopped.
I'm fucking coming in with rubber gloves to a haunted house, which you probably should have been doing the whole time.
Yeah. For real. There should be somebody who goes through with a mop.
For the people.
There's like they just wear like a mop costume and just like rub up on everything.
Giant dustbuster.
They keep the maps to the park in some guts, which is dumb. You got a paper map and you're keeping it in wet guts?
You raise a great point. I hope that's laminated.
It ain't.
They also use it never. It doesn't come up in the movie one time after he pulls it out of a guy's stomach.
No, it doesn't. Nope, just a cheap scare. That's all that scene was for.
Great.
And they're like, hey, where's Gavin?
Yeah.
And this is finally like, oh, he went to go get you that stuffed animal that you didn't give a fuck about.
The thing that you were like, we should probably just stop playing Rain Toss because you're bad at it and move on
Yeah.
to something that's fun for the both of us.
So he didn't listen, and he actually went to go spend more money.
Yeah, like a lot more.
And then but I think at first they're like, hey, no, actually he went to go shit. I'm pretty sure Brooke's like, he's probably shitting.
He did. She does say that. Yeah.
That's nice. That's really nice.
And the guy that
It's a
we
good date.
set you up with, his most romantic response to being told no is to break into a locker room and commit theft.
Yeah.
So that's a cool guy.
Yeah, you know that guy we want you to fuck? Well,
Criminal. Petty criminal.
That and also he shits. So
He
think about
does,
that.
Yeah, he does shit.
So when you're sucking his dick, think about that. He just had his shit at the theme
Yeah,
park.
yeah. When your lips are like inches away from his asshole, think about the fact that shit comes out of it.
And he just took one at the theme park.
Yeah.
Where everybody
the filthiest
does.
bathroom, probably.
I went to go see Bowling for Soup at a bar called Cowboys,
Yep.
and somebody was shitting. We all know you're shitting because we can see your feet sitting down on the toilet.
Oh,
What you doing shitting at the bar, my friend? Sometimes you gotta shit, I get it, but never.
Hold it. Hold it for every bar after 10 p.m. has a soaking wet floor in the bathroom. I'm not spending more time in there than I need to.
Every bar after 6 p.m. has a soaking wet toilet seat because
Oh yeah, dude.
the second
happy hour hits and we are not aiming. That's why it's called happy hour, because I don't have to care.
the second beer hits your lips. This isn't my house. This isn't my fucking house.
Fuck. Janitors! I'm creating job security by pissing all over the seat and floor.
I'm not the only one who's doing this. I'm just the first one.
Oh my god. Oh shit.
And that's why you don't sit down at a bar.
The most ADHD 20-year-old part of this movie is the place they go into, and there's just one flat laser at head height, and all of them are mesmerized by one laser.
Not gonna lie, it's kind of cool though.
Datsik has 2,000 of these at his shows, or at least he did before the allegations.
Well, all right. Well, Excision has even more now.
Yes, that's right.
Excision has so many lasers that I think like power has to be diverted from small towns in Africa. They're just like, hold on a second.
Yeah.
This is why we have rolling blackouts.
Yeah, it's the Robo Kitty song. Okay, do your laundry now.
You got 1 hour before Excision goes on in North America. Let's get the laundry done. Cook your chickens.
Yeah.
Tiki masala. Let's
Find
go.
the candles to light them.
Tiki masala! I don't know what that is.
Tikka masala is an Indian curry dish. It's delicious. Delicious.
I know I've had it before. But I just don't.
Delicious.
I couldn't tell you.
That's that Family Guy joke. Lois, am I doing anything tomorrow that isn't sitting on a toilet screaming or something like that? He's like, yeah, time for some tikka masala.
It's so fucking rude. Oh shit. Tiki masala. I didn't say he does say it like that. I know.
does.
I know the exact episode.
Tiki masala is the Hawaiian version.
I've been saying it wrong my entire life. All right.
The one thing, okay, that I will say about lasers, right, is that they're not opaque. One singular flat laser, you could probably see right past that.
Oh, you would see somebody hanging from the ceiling.
Yeah,
for sure.
So, and you would definitely see their hand before it passed through the laser to touch and scare you. What's that, a hand? Oh, I see that.
Out of frame, out of mind. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was the exact skeptical I gave this entire film.
It's fair because it deserves it.
Oh, it does. Well, if you weren't sick of the killer, he's here.
Oh yeah, he is. So let's split up, gang. Like, everybody in this movie is so fucking eager to leave the rest of the people behind.
This is the
Asher and Quinn get fucking split up with each other somehow.
Well, it's because this maze has 3 entrances, and it's like they vary in intensity.
Yeah.
So the guys go in the most intense, and the girls go in the...
And that's where you get the lasers.
Yeah.
And then also, like, this one has doors that change. Like a labyrinth.
Which
like
is cool.
Cube 2, Hypercube.
Thank God, finally, something cool in this film.
But, there's a killer, so it's not good to be separated.
Who cares? The faster these kids are dead, the faster this movie's over.
One of the scares in this haunted house is just a train that moves. Like, the lights come on and you see a train coming at about the speed of a model train. So, like, there's no urgency. Also, in no haunted house would you ever be in danger of being run over by a train. So why are you scared of that?
Oh my God, this train really snuck up on me.
There's not enough Chinese people around to build a railroad that quickly through this haunted house.
I forgot.
This is a traveling circus.
The old monorail system.
Oh, yeah, they're bringing the train through the haunted house, I hear.
It should be coming through any minute now. Yeah, it's more like it's like a wall that crushes you, but again, it's a haunted house, so it's really just gonna...
No, it just sort of pushes you more quickly than you would be going if you were walking toward a door.
Yeah, it's gonna press you up against the wall for a memento.
And then, like, somehow Asher gets separated from everybody during this. I don't understand. It's 2 people. Why aren't you sticking together? You ran so far ahead that now you're lost?
And that's your own damn fault.
It sure is. We'll just turn this page.
At some point, the guys get flashlights, and when they turn a corner, the flashlights become black lights, and they're like, oh, wow.
That's a cool thing.
How did that happen?
Now I can see all the cum from other teens.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know why, like, yeah, he goes and, like, tries to touch the needle, and obviously you're not going to be able to pull a prop out of a fucking woman's arm.
So I think earlier in the film, when they plan out their night, the whole thing is like, let's do shots.
Oh,
And,
yeah, syringe
hey,
shots, yeah.
Yeah, we're
That's fun.
Yeah,
You know, how
syringes and
the way that they're really difficult to clean after there's liquid in them.
yeah.
That's cool.
So I think he sees that and he's like, oh, sweet, somebody dropped a shot here.
Oh my! It's in a woman. It's in a woman who's overdosed from heroin, and that's the scare.
But he wants to get fucked up.
Well, that would be the way to do it, I guess. Yeah, I'll have what she's having.
Yeah, so he gets a little spook because he wants that dirty mattress needle. But yeah, if you were sick of the killer, it sucks because here he is.
Yeah,
and
great.
He's got a real needle from where?
Yeah, from where indeed?
Where would they ever have an actual real needle in this fun park?
Later on in the movie, he grabs an axe.
A real axe out of a prop. Why would they ever have a real axe in this fun park?
Especially given that he tries a guillotine lady and it doesn't work because the blade's dull.
Why would they ever have a working guillotine in this fun park?
But like, also that means that he's not capable of learning from his mistakes because he pulls the axe out of a prop.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, this one will be sharp though.
And it is.
Somehow.
Yeah. I don't know why, when the guillotine happens, I don't know why he doesn't push. Push it down. And now let's try one more time.
So Asher gets fucking stabbed in the eye, through the eye to the back of his head with a real needle.
Good.
Yeah, fuck him.
And he pushes it all the way in.
And leaves it there, the murder weapon with his prints on it because he's not wearing gloves.
Yeah. Exactly.
Sick.
And like Prince, Purple Rain, great song. Better than this film. I just want to point that out.
At this point, my other favorite part in the movie, again, short list. Natalie gets spat on by a costumed actor, and then Quinn says, "You got brundleflied."
I was too busy just living my life.
Yeah, so there was that.
Okay,
that was a funny
right.
reference for me.
All right,
the funniest part about that reference is that the character who said it is too young to get it.
Yeah.
And
I'm
also
too young to get it.
Natalie would have no fucking idea what that means at all. I got what? All I know is that I got thrown up on with green goo, and this is the outfit that I'm just wearing, so it's kind of disrespectful.
Yeah.
Rude.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't agree to get slimed, okay? I feel like Katy Perry at the Nickelodeon Awards.
Well, you signed the waiver, so you absolutely did agree to get slimed.
True, there's probably a slime clause.
There has to be, or else
Section 1A.B, you'll get fucking slimed, bitch. Right in there.
Welcome to the Teen Choice Awards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, you don't go to the Teen Choice Awards without getting a little goo.
You should have expected it, Katie. I'm sorry.
A little goo in you.
Yeah, like that shit blasted her so hard, it was in her eyelids.
Yeah.
Afterward and nostrils.
There's like a cool I don't even know if it's fucking already happened because I don't care.
Yep.
But there's like a lot of actors walking around being goofy guys, and there's a cool one where it's a head with a face on the back of it.
Yeah.
And it might even be the one that shoots goo on her. I don't know.
That was a creature from the Black Lagoon looking thing.
Kinda, yeah.
That was the goo shooter. And the dude that you're with the giant two heads.
Oh, yeah, okay.
In order for that to be a practical costume, he would have to bend himself backwards impossibly because of how tall he is, in order for that second head to be seen by anybody.
Well, it doesn't matter. It was cool.
It was.
It was cool to see.
You know what he doesn't do?
Big heads.
See in that.
Hey, it's a film.
So they go to the fucking... Yeah, fine. There were some... I liked some of the costumes on these creepy-ass things. There were some good ones.
That's the only... I was hoping...
kind of the best part of the movie.
I wanted those things to be the things.
Here's the problem, though.
And I wanted to be like real monsters,
Here's the fucking problem. Going back to what you said about how every haunted house is mannequins. This movie, first of all, is really only scary if Uncanny Valley shit unnerves you. There's nothing frightening about a mannequin that's been manufactured in a factory and stands there and doesn't even have eyes to look. I don't care.
Yeah.
The uncanny shit can fuck right off.
Like, the scary part is, like, one of them's a person and none of them are facing you, so you don't know. But then they spoil it when, it's even before this, when Gavin's like, hey, if you're wondering which one's the person, just look at their hands.
Yep.
Because they're gonna have hands.
Yep.
And not hands.
That's good. So a line in the movie actually made the movie less scary for the person watching it.
Sure did.
That's fun of them to have done.
Kind of hints at the fact that every time that there's gonna be mannequins,
just
there's
look at
gonna
the
be
hands.
people.
Yeah. So to your point as well, though, the fact that you have real people in costumes actively scaring the shit out of everyone makes the props in the attractions themselves kind of shitty and stupid. Like the park has blown its wad while people are walking to the things they went to the park to see. Like the scariest part is the travel.
Yeah.
Great.
Wad
it's about the
pops.
journey, not the destination. I think Joe Rogan says that or something.
Well, look, they get to the destination at the end, and I'm gonna tell you, it's a shitty fucking destination.
It sure is.
Holy shit. So yeah, first of all, they have this emotional moment. They go and wash the goo off of Nat because she's got a thick load of just greasy goo on her.
Brooke's first words in this scene, I just wanted it to be like it used to be. So let me overtly set you up with a guy you confessed a crush about and also bring people you aren't friends with and Taylor who hated you until half the night was over, and we'll just go out. We'll go out like we never had because you were caught off guard by this plan.
Yeah.
So you fucked up your own plan, Brooke. Good job.
Pretty good. How about just like warn people that shitty, like people you don't like are coming.
Yeah.
So just know that. I invited people you don't like, so get here before they do.
I invited people you don't like and also people you've never met.
Yeah.
This will be fun for you. Wanted a relaxing weekend at home with your best friend you haven't seen in months? Nope.
You want to see a penis? You're gonna.
Whether you like it or not, really, given how fucking forceful they're being as a group.
Yeah, it's
by the end of the night, Dick P is going in V.
It seems
okay?
like a society situation at this point.
This is an initiation. We've all had a taste of Gavin. It's like midsummer. So during this conversation, they just decide to go to Spain. Now, nice spill just everywhere. That was good.
This is why I wear black.
They decide that they're going to fulfill the goal that they had when they were 16 and go on a trip to Spain. Here's a question for you. Where are these two bitches getting money for Spain? Where are you getting Spain bank account from? One of them lives with somebody that they went to high school with in a 2-bedroom apartment. The other one is in school on a scholarship, which means that she couldn't afford the tuition. We're just gonna go to Spain, though. It's set in stone. Brooke, now that the plan has been solidified permanently, just leaves her friend in the bathroom by herself.
Yep.
Bye.
Spain it is. Well, see
I
you
got
later.
what I wanted. Big gulps, huh? Shit.
Jay, look me in the fucking eyes.
Yeah, I am.
Tell me the purpose of hanging your hand dryer feet above your fucking head.
I'll tell you exactly why. Because at this park, people get gooed in the face. You gotta have the blow dryer at least at head height.
The hand dryer is up on the wall far higher than anybody can reach.
You gotta reach like you're asking a question at a fucking high school assembly to hit that button.
You gotta piss and the teacher's not paying attention.
Here's my next question. Why is Natalie's fetish having her hair blown by dirty air?
Does she come?
She closes her eyes and she's like massaging her own head and coming because her eyes are shut and she doesn't notice that there's a guy a foot away from her coming this close to caressing her gingerly.
Yeah, he really reaches out to touch her for no reason.
Let me tell you a little secret. Okay, I don't care where I am. If somebody comes up behind me, I know they're there before they're within reach.
This guy has to be in bare feet to not make a footstep.
Also, it would obviously be noisier than the blow dryer having somebody else come into the fucking bathroom.
In steel toe boots on a tile floor.
Jesus fucking
might as
Christ.
well have you might as well be wearing horseshoes.
So she goes and shits, which so happy we get to see a scene of Natalie going into the stall and shitting. The entire fucking purpose of this is so that she could check her phone, which she could also do standing up. And also so that we can have the dumbest stall tension scare. This is so fucking stupid. So she's checking for Gavin's text messages. And at this point, the killer now has his phone and is texting back. So when she texts, "Are you getting close?" He's like, "Yes."
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, phrase it differently if you don't want me to just laugh, number one. Secondly, he just comes up to the stall and she recognizes the boots. And then he starts jiggling the fucking stall door.
Oh, also, like her first text, she hears his text go off in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Just jiggling the fucking door. It's press board.
You could get right through there.
Push
no
on
problem.
Push on it. Cardboard has more give.
Natalie's solution for escape is to sneak underneath the partition into the next stall. Now, 3 questions for you.
Lay them on me.
How the fuck didn't that killer see her fat ass poke out through underneath that fucking stall? Because she puts her whole body outside of the fucking stalls when she moves underneath the partition. That's number 1. Number 2, you're still in the bathroom with him.
No.
You haven't gone anywhere at all.
No, she definitely is safe now that she's in the next stall.
Number 3.
Let's really relax here.
Number 3, why was that stall door locked before she got in there?
Because kids are dicks. That's what kids do. They sneak under the stall door, lock it, they go to the next one, lock it, go to the next one, lock it, and they go underneath the door.
Fuck.
Yeah, I did that a couple times.
I don't think kids are allowed into Hellfest.
They shouldn't. They also shouldn't be crawling around on a piss-covered bathroom.
No, that's not good.
In a place that
in
serves
Hellfest.
alcohol.
Yeah.
Like I said earlier.
Yeah.
It's not my home.
My piss falls where it may.
The fairgrounds. Worse things have happened here.
It's fairgrounds.
It's fairgrounds. Let's be honest. It's
a miracle somebody's not fucking in the bathroom right now.
I know.
Much as this guy would like to, obviously.
Well, nope.
I've never. Anyway, my point is girl code. Okay, I've never encountered a chick leaving a bathroom that she went in with another chick. Before both, like they both, you leave, you enter and leave as a group. Is my point.
Oh yeah, if you don't have to piss, you stand there.
Yeah, exactly. You like talk for some reason.
And you know what? That's the opposite of anything I ever want you to do. If I'm going to the bathroom, leave me alone.
100% of the time.
Leave me alone.
Yeah, dude, I'm busy. I got stage fright anyway. So if you're like trying to make small talk with me, comment on the size of my dick and whether or not you're impressed by it.
Yeah.
There's no piss coming out. It's gonna go up back into my bladder and up through my throat.
I piss in the stall. That's what I do.
Yep.
And guess what? I don't lock the door, so look for feet.
Do look for feet and the sound of pissing. Also, keep your ears about you on that one.
Oh, is somebody running a tap?
No.
A ghost tap, huh?
Ghost tap.
Yeah, fuck. It's not my house.
Anyway, I loved "Are you getting close?" as a text message because then Gavin would be like, "To what?" Because he has no idea where anyone is.
DIH.
Also,
dick in hand. I'm almost there, baby.
Almost there. And also, are you close to the girls' bathroom? Like,
yeah.
I don't want to say yes, even if the answer is yes.
You bring up a good point. I didn't even think about it. Yeah. At no point where they're like, yeah, we're here.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nobody told them where they are at all.
Let me drop you a pin. I'm in the shitter. You coming?
Let me drop you a pin. I'm in the shitter. Oh, yes.
Oh, boy. But yeah, nah. Oh yeah, she tries to call 911 and it fails, and then never tries to call 911 ever again.
I like my theory in my head was that this whole place has a signal jammer, so nobody can like tell people outside what's in the park. But it's also like a major safety hazard, so there's no fucking way.
Yeah,
you can't block emergency calls. You can't block emergency calls. It's probably illegal.
Yeah, no. Even if you don't have a SIM card, I think your phone can still call 911.
It can.
So
you just need reception, which was really cool when I rolled my fucking card because I didn't.
Did you break your receptor?
Oh yeah, my receptor was wonky after that one.
That's rough. You should have like rigged one up with your car antenna and just like satellite aim it up into space.
Yeah. You got it. Yeah.
It's like science.
It is science.
Wrap a wire around that shit.
That whole fucking scene, and then she gets out of the bathroom, and this is when Quinn notices that Asher's been missing for like an hour.
Oh, hey, where's that?
For like a fucking hour, he's been gone. I went in with him, and I came out alone. Let's wait an hour.
Even his girlfriend didn't even. But whatever.
And then they're like, all right, well, fuck it. Well, let's go to stage.
He'll meet us there.
Why are we going when 2 people are missing from your group and you're trying to locate them to the most crowded part of the park?
That and as well, like we learned that security isn't going to help you.
Now they don't give a shit.
Oh, a guy scared you?
I'm sorry. Like, why did you come here?
Pretty much is what he says. Is like, so you paid to be scared and you got scared, huh?
Yeah.
Huh.
That's cool. Now, the actors aren't supposed to be in the bathrooms. That's a good rule to have.
It's a great rule.
Mm-hmm.
And you can describe how this actor stands out from the rest of them, and
Yes.
yet you don't.
Well, he has got a black hood on and the same mask as 20 other people.
But he's got these steel-toe boots that, I mean...
Definitely mention the steel-toed boots because later on somebody almost gets arrested, and the only reason he doesn't is because his shoes are different.
To be honest, I don't think that he doesn't not get arrested. I think he gets arrested because nobody goes, wait,
Wrong.
Those aren't those the
Wrong
boots,
shoesies.
boots.
Boots.
Yeah, and
Swipe or no swiping.
also, yeah, so fucking the only way you know that this is the guy is because they show his boots.
Yes.
So it's not like you don't have some kind of like, yeah, the boots.
It's the same thing as like the guy's got a face tattoo of a big dick on his cheek. That's how you could.
Yeah, exactly. And all the other guys have vaginas on their cheeks.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
It's a dick guy. But anyway, he's got a distinguishing feature. It's not like you can't be like, check the boots, police officer cop.
Mhm.
Like, arrest the guy with the boots. But they do tackle like some guy wearing the same thing who's running away,
Yeah.
or escaping, or he's doing something sketchy to make you think that it's the guy, but it's not the guy.
No,
they tackle him.
There's no way to tell if you're not Natalie specifically the only person who's noticed the boots.
Yeah.
So there's no point in having this scene. That's fine.
And when they pull his mask off and he says nothing.
Yeah, he just looks puzzled.
Like, what is he, deaf? Is he fucking mute? Is he like, say, why are you tackling me? I've not done anything.
I'm trying to leave. Also, to be quite honest, okay.
Plead your case for fuck's sakes.
This is right after suddenly everything becomes real because you watch two people get stabbed in the middle of a walkway, as if everybody
Right.
wouldn't think.
Oh, I've jumped ahead, right?
Yeah. But like, take your fucking mask off.
Yeah.
Take off your costume at that point.
Oh, you're wearing the same thing as the murderer.
Even if you don't know that. Undress.
Mm-hmm.
The show's over. Be a person again.
Yeah.
People are dead.
People are dead.
I
People are dying. Yeah.
right now.
This is no longer a joke.
No. You take it off. Like, fuck.
So, yeah,
The only person who would continue to wear a costume in that scenario is a killer.
Yeah.
So the cops are doing their job right.
The only person who would continue to wear their costume in this situation is Michael Myers.
Yes, that's correct.
It's because I don't think he knows better. But,
I don't understand the logic of, okay, we need to round up our friends and leave this park because I'm being stalked by a killer. So let's go watch Candyman's TED Talk.
Right. So earlier, Taylor was whisked away, and what she says is it smells like a hobo's asshole,
Yes.
which is
Worse
great.
than a regular one.
It's good you're going around sampling that. You know exactly what that smells like.
You've hung around a lot of hobo ass in your day, huh? Okay.
But yeah, let's just forget about the guy who was basically harassing you while you had your vagina out. Let's forget about that and go see what Tony Todd is up to.
Yeah, Taylor seems so concerned about their missing friends that she decides to participate in a performance.
Yeah.
Very excitedly as
Yeah.
well. Her boyfriend is not back.
I don't believe so. And
No, he's dead with syringe eye.
that's correct.
So she's not worried at all. She'd rather get her head fake cut off. For an old lady who, in the crowd, right beside Natalie and Brooke, came here because she wanted to watch an actual death. She's so fucking excited. Regardless of whether or not this is part of the show, she came with the intention of seeing real death.
Well, look, Jay.
I could see it in her eyes.
You said she's old?
Yeah, she's like in her 50s.
That's because she took a look at this lady. She's like, yeah, let's kill the witch. Yeah, get the witch. You got the witch? You got the witch! Kill her!
Different! Yeah, fair.
Look, I really tried my best right up until this point, Jay. I tried so hard.
Well, you got pretty far.
to look. It didn't even matter though. It really didn't. To just like look, to just do this with my eyes. I've got my eyes covered.
Still watch the movie, but make sure your eyes are closed.
A little bit of this.
Yeah.
But I do this when things I don't want to see happen.
You were wearing Kanye glasses. You could only see a little.
Shutter shades.
Yeah.
It all fell apart. Look. So, all right, yeah. Tony Todd is up on stage, and They bring him in on a chair like he's Cleopatra, set him down, and and you're like, fuck yes.
You're ready.
Here is Tony Todd. I'm sold.
He's going to salvage this film with a performance for the ages.
Oh my God.
Because anytime Tony Todd is in something, he puts his whole ass into it.
He sure does.
To be quite honest. When given free reign to be a character, he's like, yeah, give me that.
I mean, like, it seems like the only character he plays is the devil.
Sometimes
incarnate,
like the harbinger of death,
and that's fine. He plays it very well.
Sage wisdom that has to do with death and dying, and listen to him or else you'll die.
And bees all
sometimes,
the time. Bees,
yeah, bees in his mouth sometimes.
Bees.
Also, good God, good Todd.
He says something to the effect of, "To open the gates of hell, we have to spill the blood of." Wait for it. A virgin!
Hey!
So we grabbed the one girl who's been talking about getting fucked all night. The one who's been thrusting her hips and talking about fucking. And, you know, the one that's going to come out here and be like, I fucked 1,000 times and make a whole joke about not being a virgin and how she's fucked and she gets fucked a lot.
What she says, I think, is, I've run laps around the deadly sins.
Yeah, that's worse.
So you're disqualified.
So you're a glutton.
Now the ritual won't work because you're fucked.
You sloth. You know, this is
sloth.
You're gonna lock the gates of hell with this one.
You're slowly eating while looking in a mirror and admiring your own. And then also that mirror and behind that's a window to your neighbor's house. He's got a lawnmower you want. I think I just hit like 5 of them.
I think you might have hit a commandment there.
Covenants.
Yeah. I was also thinking that, like, and also you're trying to fuck your neighbor's wife.
Yeah. Whoops.
Hey. Do whatever you want. Here's 11 rules, and one of them is don't fuck your neighbor's wife.
Decent rule.
Do not fuck thy neighbor's wife.
Unless you really hate your neighbor.
Unless
your neighbor does it first, because an eye for an eye also.
There's a loophole. Fuck your neighbor's wife.
Answer your telephone.
Fuck her good. So yeah, we bring out Taylor
and she steals the entire scene from Tony Todd because no matter where she is, quite like when she's explaining her political views in real life, I assume, she's the loudest thing in the room.
You would not like her IMDb page, Jay.
Oh, I bet.
You wouldn't like it.
What's on there? Activism?
No, but like you wouldn't. You just trust me. You wouldn't like it. Oh, you haven't seen it? You wouldn't like it. Yeah, and blah blah blah. Fucking get her up on the guillotine.
Yeah. Don't use the straps to tie your wrists down on the guillotine at all. Even though there are wrist straps there made out of leather, one of the wrists is free and the other's just a rope.
Good.
And then give her a belt. And then we're going to do guillotine. And it's obvious that she's part of the performance because, first of all, she's smiling while there's a guillotine above her head. Secondly, it's a fucking performance on stage.
Yep.
And she knows to move her head back when the fake head comes out.
And she was scooped up long ago.
Yes, that's right.
It's been like half an hour.
Okay. So Natalie notices that the person, I can't remember the guy's executioner, I guess, has the same boots on as the killer. So she tries to interrupt the show by running up on stage while screaming fuck silently. She gets stopped by security and the show continues. Head comes off, curtain goes down, security goes over to deal with Natalie, at which point the killer drops the guillotine for real on Taylor's head. That means that Natalie facilitated the death of her friend.
Kinda, yeah.
Whoops! Caused a scene, made your friend die almost.
Almost, yeah. Because
thank God it's a dull blade, obviously.
Now, all right, look.
You're not testing this shit out before, like, you just touch it.
So they drop the fucking when they fake cut her head off, Jay.
Yep.
When they fake cut her head off,
you're forced to believe
you are held down, and your eyes are peeled open, and you are. If you don't believe it, you are murdered on the spot. The gun is pointed to your fucking head.
That's Taylor's head.
It's not only that she's got.
They made the hair the same, which means
not even that. She's got a big, gaping neck wound that goes away the second she lifts her head, and it's not like it's something they put on her that she peels off later.
Oh.
It just goes the fuck away.
Oh.
And it's there. And it looks like a big gaping hole in her neck.
Yeah, it does.
And then it goes away.
And then they cut back, and it's just her hair and head up, laughing. Oh my God, that's exactly what happens. Where did the fucking neck stump and upper torso disappear to?
Yeah, sure,
I didn't even notice that shit.
I'll give it to you. Maybe you have a lot of fake heads with a lot of hairstyles and
like the point, because it's a person, it's a member of the audience, or it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
right?
and like so you got one with a mohawk, and sure, it's quick enough. We'll believe that that's her.
Yeah.
Well, sure, yeah, we'll believe that that's her. But I saw the inside of her body.
Yeah, you
and
did.
then I didn't see it again.
Yep.
I
didn't even put that together, and it's really fun. That's the kind of thing that I would notice every time except this time.
Well, let me tell you.
Fuck.
I fucking noticed it right away.
Yeah, you did. So I want to say that, he drops the shithead. So, like, the killer comes out, and Taylor's talking some bullshit, and then he tightens the strap and shoves her head in it instead of loosening it. I need to point out that this entire time she has a free hand.
She sure does.
She has one free hand. The other one is like a bow tie with a scarf. So reach over and undo your fucking hands and then loosen the belt with the buckle that you can reach. But no, she lets herself get almost decapitated. She lets herself get a jolt to her medulla when that thing comes down and puts a fucking pretty deep gash in the back of her fucking neck.
Honestly, I don't know
enough to pass her out.
I don't know how it didn't just break her fucking, like...
It's a great point. It must be light.
How is everything below her shoulders working?
You know? Because she goes to sleep about it.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was like, oh, that's the death, huh? That's the death?
So you're underwhelmed at that point.
Oh, yeah, and then he lifts it up and realizes, like, because the head...
dull as fuck.
Yeah, the head doesn't fall off. You don't get that satisfying...
Yeah.
Shing! Like every other blade in this movie makes.
That's right. Yeah, no, you get a thud, a weird
so,
thud.
Jay...
Yeah.
Let's slowly crank it right back up.
Super slow.
And
no urgency.
Hyper focus on this so that she can escape.
There's because you get to see her wake up like slowly, but somehow this killer's even slower despite the fact that he's trying to murder somebody on a stage in the most populated area of the park with security right over there.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take our fucking time, though.
I got all of it. That you have to crank.
And also that is quite loud. You know what else is loud? Taylor screaming at the top of her lungs behind a felt curtain.
Yeah.
I could hear that.
Yeah.
I could hear that from a roller coaster on the other side of the park.
For some reason, he walks over to her and just, like, sticks his finger in her neck hole to, like, wake her up.
What the fuck is that?
Like, was this a fucking hole? This is not a vagina.
This is a hole, huh?
No, it's not very. No, it's a very tight one.
So she disappears from the rack, and that's when you see that there are two leather straps that they just chose not to use. Why wouldn't the killer just have used those?
Why wouldn't the killer just have fucking murdered her while she was laying there?
Hit her with a hammer in the head. You have you gotta have a backup plan when the guillotine doesn't work.
Let me crank this guillotine for 5 whole minutes.
Oh fuck yeah!
And I'm only gonna look here. So Scout's honor, you got to lay there, all right? Honor system. I got to really put all my focus into this little hand crank on this fake guillotine.
Great.
That Tony Todd. Where's Tony Todd?
So now, because horrible things have begun happening. Security tries to escort them out, and they're like, "Nah, fuck that, peace." Somehow security is just like, "Okay, bye." Like they don't even try at all to continue to corral the people that they're trying to kick out of the park.
No,
they're just like, "Okay, well that's fast running."
Shit.
Damn, I didn't think she was gonna run.
Wow.
So Taylor and Quinn meet up, and they get stabbed in places. Now, the whole point of this movie in the Deadlands, right, is you sign a waiver because here everything's scarier because you can be touched and you're supposed to be very scared.
Mm-hmm.
Somehow, though, 2 people being stabbed right out in the open causes panic like nobody thought it was part of the joke.
Yeah,
everybody is convinced by this immediately. There's no second guessing at all.
It's scary.
Yeah.
It's scary. Oh, you know what else happens in this film?
Yeah.
Directly after the first stabbing, when she walks in, I was like, wow, that was intense. She looks over and an actor is fake stabbing another person.
Yeah.
She's like, guess Guess that happens
Here's
a
the
lot
thing,
here.
though. That person got up and left.
They also chuckled as
Yes,
it was
they
happening.
did. Yes.
They didn't gasp their last
didn't- yeah.
gasp and let the light leave their eyes. Now, they didn't do that.
Yeah.
That's acting.
And the guy who did the fake stabbing didn't stare right at you and tell you to keep your mouth shut after.
You keep your fucking mouth shut about this fake thing.
Good God.
Don't you tell people how scary this is.
Fuck. So... Panic, running. You get to see the killer get bumped by a chick, and somehow that's... So you already see the knife in his hand, but then she gets bumped, and the knife glints in the light.
Ooh.
Like, that was supposed to be a big reveal that he has a knife. He's had it the whole fucking time. It's the goddamn ice pick.
It's really stupid that he doesn't have his own fucking knife. Look,
Yeah, he came to the fucking thing with the express purpose of killing, and he brought nothing.
every good killer has their own weapon. Freddy, Jason, Michael.
Mm-hmm. Leatherface.
Yeah, I was trying to think of his actual name, but I can't. It's something Sawyer. And it's
Yeah.
not Tom. It's
It might as well be Tom Sawyer.
it might as well be with the racisms that it make me feel.
Yeah.
I can't think of any others, but you know,
That's what you get.
Chucky's got the fucking butcher knife. He always finds one.
That's true. Yeah. Or the kitchen, just a kitchen knife.
Yeah, kitchen knife.
The big kitchen knife, sure. Hatchet has well, I mean, come on.
Oh, yeah,
It's a
he's got that.
hatchet.
He's got that. That Molotov cocktail.
He's got his hands.
Anyway, this guy's got a fucking
An
a
ice
knife.
pick,
Yeah,
shitty. It's backwards serrated too, so it's the kind of thing that, like, if you lodge that shit in bone, it's gonna require effort to get out.
If you lodge that in bone, it's part of the person.
It's like it's like a Viking's arrow.
They go
It goes
have
in, and
surgery.
it's not supposed to come out the same way it went in. It's you got to pull it out the other side.
Yeah. You snap it off and you
Yeah.
pull it through.
Yeah.
But yeah, well,
So Natalie and Brooke fucking piece right out because they're now the only ones left.
yeah.
And where do they go?
Where do they go?
Well, they go because they're trying to exit the park. So they go to the part of the park that literally out loud she says, "I think this is an exit," which is Satan's open mouth, and right above it says, "Welcome to hell."
And it couldn't be
This is-
more of an entrance.
This is the exact opposite of an exit in every way.
It
You're actually going into a building,
There might as well have been a fucking neon sign with an arrow.
not
It's
an
like,
exit here.
More hell this way.
Worse. It's just with that's it.
Worse.
Great. And so they get in and immediately Tony talks, "Welcome to hell." This is not the way out. There's no turnstiles.
You know how, like, this whole time you've been talking about how at the end it's hell? And
Yeah.
like, hey, we got to go through the Badlands to get to hell because hell is the scariest
Yeah,
part.
it's the worst part.
And then so we get to this building. It says, "Welcome to hell."
Hell is inside of here, guys. Just a heads up.
This could be an exit, though.
You gotta go. You gotta go through hell to find heaven. This is like as above, so below.
I don't see an exit sign.
They're gonna find heaven in hell when they're murdered with stabbing.
when they walk through a fucking well-lit hell house. Yeah. Jesus Christ.
Apparently, yeah, the scariest part of the entire park is the part where laser tripwires that are extremely visible, and they figure it out after walking over two of them. Horrifying.
I wrote, never seen a doorway that looked more like the entrance to a scare house.
Yeah,
Like,
that's-
honestly.
yeah.
How could you run into Satan's mouth thinking that you're gonna exit? There's nothing about that is like, get out of here,
dude.
you know?
So they go through, and Killer is inside, and they're trying to elude him by not activating any of the scares, because this is the whole mechanic during this scene is he's going to know what rooms you've been in and what rooms you haven't been in based on the positioning of the shit inside.
Based on the positioning of the Spirit Halloween animatronics.
That's right. The dog that just and wiggles like it's got Parkinson's.
the clown that goes,
Wah! They don't actually move. They're just like in a recessed closet with no door.
and like the motor, like sometimes you see it, you're like, is it broken?
Yeah.
It's just like chunk, 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 chunk.
Yeah.
Like, what is this clown's having an upright seizure? Why am I afraid?
The thing
I want to
thought-
put a wallet in his
the
mouth.
most extreme thought that I had here is that, like, No wonder these scares are effective, okay? Because you have been spending an entire night infrastructurally huffing CO2 from the thousands of generators for this place. All of these animatronics are electrically wired. This is the loudest. This fucking sounds like a wind turbine's asshole inside this park, probably.
Your brain cells are dying from the fog fumes from
I'm
all the fog machines.
30 seconds into the park, why do I feel lightheaded?
Why does it smell like a car park in here?
Fuck. Like
It smells like
a
somebody's
neglected car park.
somebody's sitting in their car with, like, I don't know, the garden hose running
Yeah,
through.
yeah. For days, nobody's checked.
So we run into hell. Worst part of the park. Still sponsored by Spirit Halloween, though.
Yeah.
Still looks like shit. And there's not a fucking person in there. In the scariest part of the park where they're allowed to grab you and shake you around.
It should be all people.
It should be teething with actors.
There should be no fucking props that aren't being wielded by real people in this part of the park.
I shouldn't be able to, I should lose track of the scares, because in the other parks I actually counted the amount of times an actor jumped it out and scared people in a row, like a multiplier, where it just kept getting less scary, so it was like a demultiplier.
A divider.
Yeah, there you go. Fucking yeah. So where's I mean, I get it. Yeah, there's been a couple murders. Yeah, I get it. We're only upset because somebody was murdered directly in front of us, and we didn't find the rotting corpse in the. First of all, we didn't see
any of the corpses. Any corpse. Nobody's gone into the locker room to change fucking costumes and just seen pieces of heads scattered about like spilled stew.
the bits of skull embedded in the wall.
So somebody dropped their gumbo for lunch.
Boy, if somebody really dropped a full pot of chili in here.
Yeah, give Kevin Malone.
God, we're really going to get to know each other in the pot.
So there's that. Nobody saw that, like, hey, we didn't set up for the Vietnamese guy to have one in his eyeball in this one. That's weird.
Yeah, interesting. Yeah, well, so I guess they do they make excuses for this, Jay. Because look, at the beginning of the movie, the very start of the movie, she's murdered and she's hung up with the rest of the props. They say, oh, yeah, at that Orange Grove Hell House scare night, the community fair that shouldn't be scary at all.
That's right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, she was there for 3 days, and they didn't find her till she started stinking.
Yeah.
So what is everybody just like, oh, that's a real-looking prop amongst the foam heads?
The one that's dressed like a person?
The one that's leaking,
has zero face makeup on at all, visibly dead. The one prop that shit its pants.
The one prop that voided its bowels, yeah.
Because that takes like 10 seconds after you die. So I would say, like, if it took 3 days for somebody to notice the smell of death and shit, nobody went to that fucking community fair. That's just what, nobody went in. That's it. That's why it started stinking from outside. That's how they found out.
It's just such a shitty.
I'm not going to that shit. It sucks.
Some kids go in there and just like, smells like me in here because it's shit. You see.
So like So the theory being that, okay, because he hung her up, right? So he's making the bodies like blend in. He left one chick stabbed dead in the classroom. Okay.
Yep.
Of zombies.
Yep.
And then Asher, that one makes sort of sense. We're not bringing guests through the locker room with a hammer.
No, we're not. No.
So yeah, that's shitty. That's a fucking. He's 50-50 on his ability to blend corpses.
Nobody's playing the fucking strength test game where the actors get naked.
Like, holy fuck.
Good God. Anyway, this fucking movie. Let's pretend like that explains why nobody's been like, what's with all these corpses?
Even though he barely does it. He only half does it. He stabs 2 people just on the road.
He sure does.
Because he's just like, I'm tired of it. I don't want to play anymore. I don't know.
Like
he tried to make the guillotine real, but there's no way. Because like that's probably an hourly performance. Like if you think about that,
yeah,
it's at least like more than one time a night. Because there's a lineup and they only let certain people in.
Oh,
and then they stop everybody else until those people have left. Like there's a little clicker. So, like, Tony Todd, they gotta cart him out basically in chains to make the same fucking speech like 5 times a night, I bet. Hey, where'd this real body on the guillotine come from?
We already had this one set up, I see.
And finished? Nobody struck the set after my last one.
Guillotine smells like shit. The fuck is that about? I'm Tony Todd.
That's what I'm fucking saying.
I'm Tony Todd.
The killer pulls the axe out of a mannequin. I was like, how's this guy still trusting props after the guillotine? But fine. Really rolling the dice on that. So Natalie and Brooke hide in a closet.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what their motivation is, but...
Well, they can hear him walking through and triggering all the things.
So they're going to wait for him to go past so that they can go back to the front, but he's locked the front door.
I mean, he doesn't even lock. He just busts the door handle off. The shit? Why is it locking? It's a fucking theme park attraction door handle.
In the way that door handles, when they get busted off, you could just push the door open, because when the door handle falls off, so does the latch.
It doesn't, Jay.
It fucking does. I don't care what you say.
I have been locked in a room.
That's funny.
In a bathroom.
That's
because I
fucking
went
funny.
and it came right up, and the other door handle stayed right on.
You can stick your fingy in there and just twist.
No, you can't. not these meat.
Yeah.
Meat.
You got Sasquatch hands. That's
I
a regular person.
I got fucking thick earthworms.
Earthworms.
I got those earthworms that kind of spook you when you see them, because they're so fucking dick-like.
They're dick-like.
Well, they're long.
Why are you describing them as earthworms then? Those things undulate, and when you cut it off, it'll grow 2, like a hydra's neck.
You're telling me yours doesn't undulate?
It doesn't undulate? No, it's on time.
It's an ungie?
It's very punctual.
Shit. Well, so like they don't even need to hide, because look, Jay, the dude's humming Pop Goes the Fucking
That's
Diesel.
what I'm saying. Yeah, like, I know where you are because you're singing right now. Also, during this spot, you're gonna notice that Brooke, because she's incapable of crying on command, like an actor. Yes. Now, many good actors are capable of crying on command. And so when I see somebody who can't, it's one of two things. Either you suck at your job, or literally not a singular bad thing has ever happened to you in your life. Because guess what? Cry on command? All I have to do is think about something horrible that's happened to me. It's a laundry list. All right? And even then, sometimes that just happens to me. I'm an adult. I'm in my 30s. Yeah, dude.
You need help.
Sometimes you'll be driving and tears.
Get this man some fucking pills. This guy needs his lithium. Like a battery.
So there's a bunch of shots where they cut away from Brooke and then they cut back to her face and she's meant to have been crying, but it's obvious somebody has just put one singular tear on her cheek. Her eyes aren't even wet half the time. Thanks, guys. Hire professionals.
It's just hot glue.
Two different meanings, both could apply.
Ew.
Brooke walking around with the weapon of choice here is a torch that's unlit. Oh, so just rags on a stick? That's nice and soft to hit someone with.
I'm pretty sure, like, the other girl's got a fake bone.
Yeah.
And
maybe she broke it in half so it's, like, pointy.
They also try really hard to pick up a lot of things, but they're all chained down because guess what?
It's goddamn props.
It would be stolen if not.
100% of the time.
It'd be
Everybody who goes to a haunted house is like, what can I take as a souvenir?
Oh, yeah. I want to I want to spend less money next Halloween.
Yeah.
What can I do?
During this movie turns into Scream because they just brain the guy and run away like 3 times.
Yeah. Yeah.
In order to just like let's stretch this out because it's underwhelming atmospherically.
Hellfest is really dipping in all the buckets today. They're getting their chip in every dip. There's another room full of dolls.
Yeah, boo!
Oh, I think there's also a scene where they're like looking at something and he stands up behind some mannequins.
Or a couch. Don't they at one point also go like, ugh, more dolls? Like, I'm terrified for my life and I'm still bored of this.
Yeah, jeez. Because that's what maybe it was you. You said it out loud. I said it out loud. More fucking dolls.
Fuck's sake.
These ones have these ones are like under a black sheet with white
They dress like, remember the Halloween that I dressed up?
Yep.
This is the outfit I was wearing. A black hood with a white mask and just black pants.
Dollar store mask.
From the dollar store.
What's that dance group? The Jabberwockies. It's
great.
They literally walk into a room full of the Jabberwockies. They're just standing there.
Or the mime that Kenny hires in the who can put on a better fucking theatrical performance episode.
I don't remember that one, but it's probably because it was so creepy.
It was. I mean, it was creepy. He was doing like robot dance, and it was a little. But again, it's the uncanny valley shit. Like that, it doesn't hit me. Like I don't. It's just an ugly person.
Just an ugly person.
All right.
Just a hideous thing.
Like if the daughter from Hereditary should just be scary by default. If that's what scares you.
That's rude.
Well, look at her.
No, not until we watch the movie.
Fucking Natalie gets knocked out briefly in a way where there's no question that she's not dead. I had no question whatsoever that she was still alive.
Yeah,
and would be coming back.
I thought it's like an interesting choice. The person this movie's about is dead.
Why did you not finish the job? Why did you not kill her? It's the whole point of what you're doing. Now you just left her there with a bloody face. All right, what, did you break her nose? Who gives a shit?
That's about it. Just cracks her in the face with the axe or whatever.
So, because I knew that, I had to question the motivations of having the only black character be the final girl in the movie. And this is where we're at now with the whole black people always die in horror movies thing, where I can't tell if that's a conscious decision in order to subvert expectation. Or like a tongue-in-cheek, like, she's the only one left, you know, because skin color, which is super disrespectful if that's the case. With all that being said, I knew Natalie was coming back.
Yeah.
So why try to even trick me?
Yeah. She was the first character, like, the movie's about her.
It is.
I'm not dumb.
It's very much about her.
Very rarely is a movie interesting where they do that.
Yep.
So...
and so, yeah, then Brooke, traipses around by herself for a bit. She almost gets killed. Natalie comes in clutch.
Sure does.
And, stabs motherfucker in the chest. And then the cops show up.
Oh, yeah, right. So that room full of Jabberwockies, there's like a secret door you have to open.
And this is the door out.
And he opens it because he knows.
And that means, that they haven't gone through it.
So
because it would be impossible for them to close a door behind them.
Yeah.
You know, they're trying to hide.
And like, if you're wondering where they're hiding, they're under the Jabberwocky masks.
Yep.
There's two of them. There's a whole room full of these guys.
To be quite honest, you could have stayed there. You also could have stayed in the closet.
To be honest, you could have hit every single mannequin with an axe.
You could have done that,
too. It's a dead end.
Yeah. Like Christian Bale in fucking Batman Begins when he's doing the Lotus test. Mm-hmm. And they just have ninjas around him, so he just starts cutting shoulders. That's how to figure out who the people are.
Yeah, exactly.
The second you hear "ow," gotcha.
Yeah, no. Instead, he hits one, and he was like, "Well, that wasn't them." So,
fuck it.
Yeah, let's not look into the eyes of every mask
that I would be able to see, because there's literally a shot in this scene where you can see eyes. That's my whole fucking point.
Yeah.
Great. Yeah, I don't know. Fucking. That's where this is like where the movie ends. It is, yeah. Brooke gets chased down a hallway briefly, and then Natalie shows up he activates the tripwire that's supposed to be the clown, and she's there, and then she stabs him.
Yeah.
How'd she get there secretly? Whatever, it's fine. And then the cops show up at the exit right as they're trying to get through it, and now none of the tripwires work anymore. Because all the cops are running through all the hallways and they activate nothing.
That or the cops just aren't fraidy cats. So when things go off, they're like, boom, crime.
You have to do a lot of clips into a lot of fucking dolls, guys. How come all the black ones have more than one shot fired into them?
We had to be sure.
Anyway, he's gone. And there's no way to find him in the whole park. Sorry. He'll be the only one not panicked. And also the only one with a knife sticking out of his chest, stumbling because he's dying. We'll not find him, though. Now, then we just cut to fucking him at home with his trophy case in his fucking work shed. And he's got a daughter, and that's how the movie ends. He's a dad.
Yep.
He's also not at all injured by the knife wound in his chest.
There was
because he takes a knee to hug his daughter, no problem.
Oh, yeah. The cops walk by a huge puddle of blood, so you would expect that
there'd be more.
Yeah, he might go, hold on, ow, when his daughter, was like, Daddy.
That, or the cops would be like, oh, cool, this is like Hansel and Gretel, let's just follow the breadcrumbs.
Yeah.
You know?
There was that much blood, how did he not leave a drip?
Yep.
A drip trail.
It's not like he's carrying fucking bandages.
Even if he was, still.
So, like, literally for no reason, we get to know his like, I don't give a fuck that he's got a kid.
Yeah.
Who cares at all?
We also didn't need to see him looming over her like he was about to murder her.
And singing the song he sings when he kills people.
Like you think he's about to murder her.
Yeah, rad dad. Like, obviously, I know he's in a house with a child asleep on the couch. He hasn't broken into a house.
He took the mask off and put it into a cabinet of masks.
Yeah. That he's got several of, so he's just been doing this for at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 years.
And that or he's setting it up for a number 2 where any of these masks are going to come in handy.
Great. That's what we need. Hellfest, everybody. 4 out of 10 from me.
Whew. 2.
Yeah.
One for the head splat, 1 for the Tony Todd. It would have had more, but then I just kept getting lied to. And I don't like being lied to in a movie. Just have it happen or have it don't happen. Don't have it happen and then later be like, didn't.
You get 1 for head splat. You get 1 for Tony Todd for sure. And then I gave it 2 more points because it's a movie. I don't know.
Because it's a movie. All right. Oh, at the end, he also gives her the stuffed animal that dude was stealing.
Yes, he does do that.
So he also carried that around the whole park.
He's also a fucking asshole. Because that probably reeks of dead guy.
Sure does.
You know?
He probably reeks of dead guy.
Yes.
From hiding all those dead bodies so well.
So well in the middle of a path like that.
Oh, fuck that
Anyway,
movie.
that's the fucking movie. I was really happy that I had watched it like 2 weeks prior because I was like, oh, I know it's bad. I don't have to be upset or as upset.
It's good. I appreciate the heads up.
Yeah. What else you got for me here?
Jay,
what do you got for me?
Look. I've got 4.
Okay.
But one is you're going to be able to guess one right away.
Okay.
So I've got 5. Because like I really struggled to find ones that like there was no theme at all to this movie.
Park.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's one of them.
Well, I did amusement park to get here.
Yeah. So if you choose the amusement park again, I'm going to be disappointed.
Okay.
But
it's there. It's on there.
So, masks and family.
Okay.
Amusement park. Hell House. Labyrinth. And, Tony Todd.
And Tony Todd. Okay, well, let's just run down the list. Mask and Family, Strangers Pray at Night, because we've already done the Strangers. Or, potentially, Texas Chainsaw Massacre. What was number 3?
Potentially Hell House. I read them out of order.
Okay, Hell House, that's just Hell House LLC. That's fine. It's not great. And the last one is obviously Candyman. However, or Hatchet, maybe Hatchet. And I knew that there was going to be a Tony Todd on, like I predicted.
There has to be.
I predicted as much.
What other theme was there?
And yeah, disappointing children.
I'll tell you, you're not right.
I'm not.
No.
Okay.
Well, you were, but not for most of them.
Okay. For the Hell House one, then it probably just is Hell House either, which I don't, from like fucking 1982. But then it's not. All right. He's just shaking his head disrespectfully at me while I guess. Fuck. This one's tough. Well, obviously I'm not going to pick amusement parks.
I didn't think you would.
And since I'm wrong about what Hell House is, I want Hell House.
You don't want Hell House.
I do though.
No, trust me, you really don't.
Then why would you put it on there?
Because I know you want it. It's House of 1,000 Corpses.
Fuck yes! See, how hard was that?
Look, all right. Masks and Family. You only get one guess, Jay. And I was going to give you any choice of any Texas Chainsaw. you didn't guess it the first time. You only get one guess.
I don't give a shit. I was right.
Amusement park, I kind of wanted you to pick because fuck you for picking Killer Sofa. It's called Carousel. And it's about a unicorn from a carousel that comes to life and kills people.
That's retarded.
Because a kid disrespectfully puts a booger on its face.
Oh my god.
Labyrinth was Cube 2. Really happy you mentioned Cube 2 earlier. Tony Todd, of course Candyman. Of course Candyman.
I gotta tell you, I gotta remember that Kara's Hell exists.
There's 3 of them.
Oh yes.
So how could you forget? If you forget about one, there's 2 others. Right behind it, waiting to be picked.
I'm ready.
Well, there you go.
I'm also ready for House of a Thousand Corpses. This one's gonna piss me off because I don't want to talk badly about it, but I'm gonna.
Well, I personally have no polite memories about the film, so I can't wait.
You're gonna like Fish Boy.
Oh, good. I'm not, like Hell House and Hell House LLC. I looked at him and I went, too easy.
Hell House LLC. A guy gets butt raped by a ghost.
Well,
I'm fairly certain.
I'm not interested in that film at all.
No.
Knowing that information.
It's found footage also.
It is, yeah. It looked bad.
It's one of those movies where invisible forces pick people up and throw them around.
Fun.
Yeah.
I thought it was a documentary about like a hell house.
It masquerades as that, yeah.
But it's like a house where people were murdered, and I thought it was like a McCaney Manor type deal.
Nope, just a ghost.
Because it's Hell House.
It's just a gay rapist of a ghost.
And so, like, why do they need the legal protection of an LLC?
Because I think it's like an attraction. It's like it's like Eldon House here. There's ghosts in it.
Don't you get hurt though. If you do, sue the LLC.
Yeah.
We're not liable. All right. Well, that's the podcast.
Grindhouse Movie Club.
We're finally going to do a movie that people want.
Don't watch Hellfest.
Don't. And you know what? Don't watch Bloodfest either, because I almost put that on the list.
I don't know what that is.
It's the funny version of this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if this is the scary version of Bloodfest, then I can't imagine it's very funny.
It's by Rooster Teeth.
Fuck that movie.